me see real life. Yes, sir. Your life.
You live?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cassie Cage. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the SolidCast, episode 13. I got a special guest with us today, Red Hood. If you ever seen Jay Medina, aka Meds, that used to be on the podcast with us until he quit, you know, that's his long past relative. Red Hood, go ahead and introduce yourself, dog.
Oh, what's up? Want to say thanks to Blaze. He's a really good dude for letting me on the podcast. A genuine good human being, and Big Cloud as well. And Rev. You know, I'm glad to be here. Glad to do some topics. And I have a Twitch, YouTube channel. Not big, but hopefully, you know, it was a good episode.
Right. Red Hood, don't get all. I mean, don't break on. Don't get all nervous under me.
I'm not nervous. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, if I
Hey,
didn't slap
You ever been in a cast before, Red?
The only like podcast in terms of guesting I've been in was Kofi's. That's
Okay,
the only one.
so no, you haven't been in a cast. Got you. Hey, chat, do me a favor. Let me know how the audio is on the last podcast. Probably all the podcasts. I clicked on it. I noticed I was substantially lower. There were some comments in there that were saying I was lower too. So let me know how my level is compared to BitCloud and Blaze, because theirs was overpowering me, and that's completely and totally unrealistic. So let me know what's up.
What you trying to say?
Oh, I think you know exactly what I'm saying, BitCloud.
Okay.
Saying you're not a good
God.
producer, Big Cloud.
Are we the same levels?
We should be fine. Yeah.
We don't want anybody louder than the other.
Oh,
You
we
know?
good.
Red Hood
We
sounds
know.
good too.
Everybody knows I'm louder than you, but we know this.
Oh yeah. My balls, you are.
You sound like you're gonna fall asleep, Big Cloud.
Oh god.
All right, good. Okay, proceed, Blaze.
Yeah. So now that we got the audio issues out the way, I'm just busting your balls, Cloud. But yeah. Look again. I want to just start off. I come home. I download Battlefield. The first experience I get is it not connecting to the server. Then I finally get into the game, and all this shit is like flickering. The whole world starts to flicker. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know, I play another game, it didn't do it. I play another game, it did do it. So, you know, I get it, it's a beta, but dude, I don't know what it is with Battlefield and launching games that just work or don't have any issues. Like, games are going to have certain little issues. They're going to be bugs, I understand. But Battlefield seemed to always launch at a broken state. There's always something wrong. I don't know if it's EA telling DICE they need to hurry up and get it out before Call of Duty. Whatever the case may be, their games always come out and it just feels rushed. And, you know, other than that, though, I've been playing Battlefield, and I was a little worried about it. It's Battlefield 4 with some easy quality of life changes, really. It looks like Battlefield 4 with a little bit more shinier paint, and, you know, I like it, but it's the map is too big. Like, the map is huge. I'm not saying it's a bad or a good thing. I just, you know, maybe when we get some different modes, I'll start to enjoy it more. But, man, Battlefield... God, I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling anything that comes out anymore, bro. You know, maybe it's just me, man. I don't know. Anybody else play this fucking beta, man? No Red Hood, no Big Cloud.
I like Battlefield 4. That was like a really good game, even though it like launched really, really bad in terms of like bugs and bad server issues. And it sounds like it's like tradition for like even Battlefield 2042 to do that. And kind of a shame because I don't think they're gonna fix this by launch, so it's kind of rip.
But you didn't play it.
No, I did not. Sadly.
All right, so let's just go to the.
Why haven't you played it, Red?
I'm kind of done with like playing betas It's just betas aren't even really betas. You know what I mean? It's like a glorified demo at this point, like for all these things. So it's like, oh, we're gonna fix all this stuff. It's like, no, you're not. It's just like server capacity and all that. You're not really gonna do anything when it comes to like next month to fix everything.
I got you. Why haven't you played it, Bit?
I have retired from shooters. We've already had this conversation.
Didn't you play Returnal? Or shooting in that game?
In Rogue Company.
That's different, so.
What's the difference?
It's good.
You just said you retired from shooters.
Okay, let me rephrase that for Rev. Trash shooters.
Okay,
Trash
let's go back. You played Returnal. So again,
Here we go.
I'm not understanding what you're saying.
Returnal better than Battlefield.
Oh, yeah.
Right, let's go.
You're a
Wow.
little messy tonight, Big Cloud. You really are.
Wow.
You know I gotta start with weird vibes.
Big Cloud doesn't like to
personally,
play competitive shooters anymore. I don't know.
It's not in it. I might.
I
try
wouldn't
it out,
either
but
if I was as terrible as BitCloud.
And what?
Anything.
Yeah,
What you trying to say? What you want to run
I-
that 1v1?
look,
You want to run that 1v1, sir?
I can't
wanna
help.
run that
I
review?
can't help. I can't help, but I'm like contaminated after seeing your Max Payne.
Oh
gameplay.
my
Like,
god!
I can't get it out of my
You
head.
won't let it go.
That's it. Just tell me you were game streaming. I'll let it go. You know what I mean? That's
Where's
the
this
only.
footage?
I feel like that's
he's
the
talking
only
when
thing
I
I've
was
seen you
using
play.
it. You remember on RGT when I had the PC footage? I was using the controller and everything was super high. It's like old archive.
Blaze.
I gotta
footage.
watch that.
Worst
Oh,
aiming
Arch-
I've ever seen.
It was not worse
Yeah.
aiming. It was archived.
It was bad.
It was
Is that why you're not good at
It was
competitive
terrible.
shooters, Big Cloud?
Who said I'm not good at competitive shooters?
I'm saying, is that the
Who
reason?
said I'm not?
I mean,
No, Big Cloud's
You
alright.
barely
at
play.
Rogue.
Who
He's
says
good
I'm
at
not?
Rogue.
Who says I'm not? Are you good
Just
at
saying.
competitive shooters? You never want to. Play
I listen. I didn't make any claims or anything like that.
What?
I didn't stutter one bit, Big
I'm
Cloud.
saying you sure don't step.
This isn't. Listen, bro.
What you mean? Listen, bro. Where you at?
All I know is in Halo Master Chief Collection, I whooped your ass. You were in the bottom of the leaderboards in the Master Chief Collection, along with Lobo.
Wow.
Bottom
That's
of the
all.
leaderboards. He says interesting. I got my screenshots that prove different.
Oh my god!
want-
Is this what we're gonna do here?
Reddit trying to push my buttons.
Definitely
Rev,
tried this.
give us your goddamn opinion, Rev, please, because these guys.
Blaze, I played 2 games. What I played so far was boring. The map's too big. Surprisingly, I think the graphics look good. I thought they were going to look way worse, especially on console. On Series X, it looks great. We game share on PS5. It won't let me play. I downloaded it. It won't let me play. It says I need a subscription to EA, or I need to pre-order the game.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a joke. But it looks good on Series X. It plays good on my PC. On my 2080, it plays like an absolute pile of shit. I'm averaging 40 to 50 FPS, 1440p, all medium settings. Unacceptable. So it actually plays better on my Series X.
Yeah, the console
But-
version looks good. It does.
Yeah, it does. It does. But I don't have a whole lot of thoughts other than I was bored. And I'm getting shot from polka dots. I can't even make them out. You know what I mean? They're this big. I'm getting shot up from rooftops. From dude, I don't even know where. It's just like, dude. Anyways, that's
I know.
it. So I'll play it more. I'll play it more, and we'll see where we're at.
Just saying,
Yeah, the
man. Call of
enemies are
Duty
tiny.
didn't do nothing for you. Now Battlefield's not doing nothing for you. I don't know, Rev. Are you at that point now where you just give it up?
Again,
What's going on? You at that
I
point?
played. I
Huh?
played 2 games, so I need more time to assess this situation before I can.
But if I was
you
to
know.
go back old school, I mean, you used to play more than just 2 games and have, a blast. Like, advanced.
I've
Warfare.
never,
Remember
I've
Advanced-
never been a big Battlefield guy.
I get that.
Yeah, never been a big Battlefield guy. I play them, but I get bored rather quick. I think after about 30 hours, Battlefield's a wrap.
No, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. Listen to this. This is crazy. And I'm not saying it was perfect. It's not. It has control issues. Blaze already knows where I'm going with this. It's got control issues. It's got some infuriating aspects. But that Halo tech test, let me tell you, I played a shit ton of it on the Xbox. And on Steam alone, I have 16 hours.
Wow.
And let me tell you, when the beta expired, I woke up the next day wanting to play it. So that's very rare because I don't ever get into Halo multiplayer, ever.
Wow.
I play a couple games, I'm done. So that's promising. That's promising. So we'll see what happens with that.
Just out of curiosity,
Halo?
everybody in the chat, how do I sound? I saw somebody said I was a little low. I just adjust my volume. Do I sound loud? No. But anyway, back to your samples.
Yeah, no. That's how I felt the first flight, Rev. The next morning, I couldn't wait to play it. And then the second flight came out, and I couldn't wait to play it. And then I started to get shit on. And then
that's any game though, Blaze. If we get shit on, the game's trash.
It is. But Halo does something to me where I don't know if anybody in the chat played with me this last weekend, but Rev, I'm telling you, I felt like I was gonna have a fucking stroke. Rev, it is the most unhealthiest. It puts me in such a fucking miserable, pissed off mood. I don't know why. It's because gunfights are so close. You know, like you see their body shining, they're about to die, and you melee them, they melee you, you're dead. You know, you take the same shot you just took the round before. It's too inconsistent. The gun's too inconsistent. The bloom. It's super frustrating. You start to get in a gunfight, somebody throws a grenade, and then the other guy throws a grenade. Oh, and then he has 3 more grenades. It just, and I understand, Blaze, that's Halo. I understand it. But that doesn't mean it can't piss me off. It aggravates the fuck out of me, man.
Right.
Okay? And I went back and played my fault. I went back and played Insurgency because Revs, we got sick of it. But you know what? There's something about shooting somebody in the head once. There's somebody, shooting somebody in the chest 3-4 times and dropping, bro. That's all I want. I don't know.
It is nice, but it promotes camping. That's why Insurgency is so slow paced. You know what I mean? Halo, my biggest beef with Halo is the gang rape. Constantly gang rape, dude, and it's so it's like there's very minimal one-on-one gunfights, and that's very, very frustrating because it's got the potential for one-on-one gunfights where skill will win, but it's so minimal. And the grenade spam, my freaking god. You start out with 2, and then the grenade pickups are through the roof. So you have 4 grenades at any given time, you know what I mean? And you shoot somebody, instantly you're getting a swarm of grenades thrown at you. And then you got that map that kind of looks like it takes place in Afghanistan with the rocket launcher. Dude, I had to stop playing that map. Couldn't take it. I'm not playing with rocket launchers. Can't take it.
Bro, that's the other thing. And again, it's Halo, I understand. The power weapons. Look, I like picking them up and using the little sniper and shit, but when it gets done on, like when somebody shoots me with that bullshit, when somebody else creeps up invisible and then, you know what I mean? Like, dude, the melee, again, is too inconsistent. I melee them, they melee me. I die, he don't die. Now, he didn't shoot me, I didn't shoot him. What is going on? Then there's a glitch going on in the beta, and 343 is aware of the situation. They said they're going to remove it from the final game, the final product. But yet they didn't remove it from the flight. So there was a glitch where you could melee and then you would hit Y and B or something at the same time, and you would melee twice in succession. Boom, boom. And it would just be a one-shot hit. Boom, boom, boom. Like, it was fucking infuriating, bro. I wanted to fucking blow my shit up, man.
It was frustrating. How about the fact that they took out my melee? How about that? You remember the first tech test? You punch somebody, they went flying across the map. That's gone. It's like that was the coolest thing, man. Why did they take that out? Why? It doesn't make sense, dude. Every time I like something, they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so frustrating.
You think it was a bug that they were flying across the room?
Obviously, or it's something they just didn't fine tune. So boom, they took it out.
Wow.
And I guarantee you, it ain't coming back. Guaranteed. The physics are so good. It made it so awesome. It made it hilarious, and it made it so much more satisfying to melee somebody.
So, do you see the single player making up for this? Maybe, Ref? Or you're kind of like indifferent? Or are you indifferent? Like you in the middle, kind of?
No, I love the aesthetic, dude. I really do. I really like it. Even my brother, who's only played Call of Duty his entire existence, loves the aesthetic of it. If he likes it, you know what I mean? That's saying something. So I'm pretty excited for the campaign. Hopefully they don't mess it up.
Oh, that campaign has to be good.
Yeah. I don't know if it will be. I don't know if it will be. I really don't.
What do you think of the multiplayer?
I did play the beta. I made an exception for this game for the beta because I didn't really care for 5 that much, and I just wanted to see if 343 could, really nail it. I think the gameplay is good. It's just the way people act in the game is where it's frustrating. Like the nades you were talking about, they're not even tactfully. It's just thrown randomly, and you'll sometimes just get the brunt of it, and you're like, yo, why is there like 3 or 4 nades already, and like 3 of our teammates are already dead or something like that. I played with Blaze a little bit. Mouse and keyboard feels great, but I had to go back to controller just because it's like the difference between mouse and keyboard and controller is like really high because of the aim assist on controller is like I don't want to say it's like game breaking, but it's like it's to the point where it's like it helps you quite a bit in terms of getting kills and headshots. And stuff. I think so.
Shit. Get you, Red Hood. Aim assist in Halo is over the top. Hell no.
I do think it's easier to use a controller than the keyboard and mouse, though, Blaze.
Okay, I'm not saying that.
On Halo.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. Maybe,
I was comparing it to
he's saying like the aim assist is like Call of Duty where you just
I wasn't saying that. I wasn't trying to compare it to Call of Duty. I'm just talking, strictly mouse and keyboard comparison to the controller.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yo, look. First of all, that type of shit has to exist because if you go one-on-one with a guy with a keyboard and mouse and he knows what he's doing, he's gonna shit in your mouth. I'm sorry, like you know what I mean? Like these PC guys are gonna cry all they want, but like, where's my advantage? You have a fucking mouse. It's like, you know what I mean? The mouse is not the hard part. It's never been the hard part. It's the fucking keys that are the hard part. My dumbass is still looking down, typing with 3 fingers like a fucking retard. So, you know what I mean? But it's not crazy aim assist. It's not. You can go try it yourself. Go aim as somebody runs by. It's not. You probably won't even notice it. But yeah.
Read your super chats, man.
Yeah, as we were about to transition, we did get a few super chats. We got I believe a few of them.
I got it. Shout out to Alex, the $5 super chat, starting us off. Shout out to you. He says, "Hey guys, love the podcast. First time catching you live, Blaze. You do not need to read any book or manga, to watch Attack on Titans. Watch it, bro. No point.
Appreciate it, Alex. Appreciate that, man.
Got one from Foxhound. Dropped the 10. He says, rumors are Konami is working on a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Any of y'all looking forward to that? I have zero expectations of it turning out any good, but I am glad they are doing something with the Metal Gear Solid series."
Let me let Red Hood answer that before you get to that, because this guy, he said he don't play betas, but if Metal Gear Solid had a beta tomorrow, he would fucking take it. He would deep throat Kojima's pee so hard. So go ahead, Red Hood, answer that question.
Okay. Okay, so the rumor goes around Gamatsu or whatever. They're like a known Japanese site, and they got the scoop that Virtuous is working on the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, and they worked on Batman Return to Arkham. Return to Arkham, which the ports were not that great. It was a PS4, Xbox One. Batman looked hella constipated in Arkham Asylum. And it's just the colors looked so bad, the textures, dog shit, and I don't have faith that they'll make a good remake for Metal Gear Solid 3. Metal Gear Solid 3 is beloved to so many of the Metal Gear fans. It's just insane that they would choose a studio. If you chose Bluepoint Games, I would have so much confidence in that. And they're going with a cheap studio that made dog shit ports when it came to Outer Worlds on the Nintendo Switch and other things like that. No.
Yeah, but is Outer Worlds on the Switch really their fault, considering the hardware?
Also, Horizon Zero Dawn on PC.
Oh, okay. Is that okay? Well,
That
yeah,
too, that was pretty bad, and Return to Arkham. And that just makes the PC versions of the Arkham Asylum and City better than the PS4 and the Xbox One versions, which is crazy to me.
Hey,
So I don't have faith.
Turn
What?
your gain down on your audio interface just a little bit,
All right.
like turn it, not all the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is that they're saying your PC.
Yeah, is that better?
Say something else.
Is that better?
Yeah, yeah. It's not
Okay.
cutting. Your mic's not cutting up. No.
Okay, so yeah, overall, I don't
Yeah.
have any faith.
But Metal Gear Solid 3 would be awesome. You're just worried about the developer that's going to port it over. That's your problem.
Yeah, Virtuous is. I honestly think Konami just paid them like, chump change for it
To do
instead
it.
of like going for Sony and Bluepoint.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Blue Point's booked, and we're going to get to that. Maybe Blue Point's busy doing something else, and we'll get to that. Go ahead and take care of the rest, Big Clown.
Suffer so proud. Shout out to him, man. He's in everybody's chat, man. Dropped the 10. He says, "Good to see you guys. I think you guys starting the stream at 9 p.m. is better. I'm actually home from work for this." Shout out to
You already know, Suffer, bro. Appreciate you, dog. Thank you again, man. Thank you again.
You got a 10 from Kennard Boda. He didn't have a message, but he just dropped the 10.
He
Shout
just
out
sent
to you.
$10.
Yeah.
Wow. Shout out to you. Hold on. The next guy, my man, NA, Nate, he said mouse and keyboard, baby, with 3. Listen, NA, first, hold on. Let me run my eyes. Did NA just donate money to me? Hold on. Because it's been such a long.
Wow.
Yeah, he don't shit. That's crazy. Yo, NA, first of all, your little slick ass post on, I appreciate you, NA. You know what I mean? I got love for you, bro. You already know, man. Thank you for the 10 and fuck your trash PC. So yeah, over the weekend, I guess Colin came out, and we're moving on now, obviously, but Colin came out and said, hey, Bluepoint Games might be taking a trip to Yarnum. And everybody knows what that means, right?
Mhm.
And it just
No, what does
Colin,
that mean?
well, they're gonna make Bloodborne. Oh, Carl, look, oh, come on, man. Turn your damn camera on, you fucking fraud. Fucking up our layup. You better turn on your camera and undeafen ASAP.
I'm turning them off right
Look at
now,
him.
all the monitors. So. Oh, boy.
I guess it's time to talk about Kina, huh?
Oh, man.
No, he brought up Kina.
Oh,
And then he left.
what
Why'd
the?
why'd he leave as soon as I took down the... Nah, come on.
I don't know.
Why'd he do that for?
It's all good. Look,
He just
You know
wanted to
what that
break
means?
the cast right quick.
I guess
right?
That was your
So
idea,
yeah,
man,
so
this
basically
season.
Colin said that they're gonna they might be making Bloodborne, which Bluepoint might be doing. And last time Colin, I believe, said, I think he broke the Demon Souls rumor or something like that, right? Red
Yes.
Hood, or what?
Exactly. He broke that rumor. Either he has people at Bluepoint or like he just has really good sources. I'm pretty sure he has a friend in Bluepoint that's just telling him this.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense. He knows him.
So the point is, if Bluepoint makes Bloodborne, I mean, the job they did with Demon Souls is just unmatched. It's it's still the best looking game on PS5 on next gen. And not only did they add to it, they improved it. I know they had to leave and core things alone because they couldn't fuck with it because the code of the game, and plus you might piss a lot of people off. But there were some stupid glitches that they could have really took out and they left. But yeah,
Yes.
Bluepoint Games.
Still not
making-
60, boys. Remember that.
Oh yeah, it's the only Souls game we know that. It's the only Souls game that's not
Not 60.
60. But what's your thoughts, Big Cloud?
I gotta drop a video on that shit tomorrow. But personally, with all the rumors that went around, like remember how I was covering Castlevania? Obviously, Bloodborne has been one that's been talked about. Aside from that, Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hills was the main two, trending ones. Now that Sony has Bluepoint Games, it makes sense personally. Definitely makes sense. I would definitely like to see this.
Or what do you think though? You think it's obviously a great fit, right?
Yeah.
Or do you want Bluepoint to continue being the guys that poured everything, or do you want them
So-
to actually try and
the way Sony's been working, like if you've seen, they just bought Studio Liverpool, which is now being called a different name. They're called Firesprite. Firesprite also just got new talent involved with it as well. They just like merged with another company called Fabric Games. So technically, I don't even like. I know a lot of people might say, "Oh, they're just a remake studio." I don't think personally they will be looked at as a remake studio because more than likely they will have. More than likely, Sony's just going to build upon these teams and get more devs on board, so they're going to be able to make their dream projects. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, but Big Cloud, all they've done lately is
I know. I'm getting to that.
Yeah.
I'm getting to that. With the rumors going around, it makes sense that they trust this particular studios to bring back the classics, right? And then they build upon the classics. Like, for example, Firesprite. As soon as Firesprite was bought by Sony, right, and they joined PlayStation Studios, immediately Wipeout came into the conversation again that it was being remade or coming back. And then, of course, you know, there happened. Deviation, I think it's called Deviation Games or Demolition Games. I think it's
Deviation.
Yeah, Deviation Games. Deviation Games is their counter to their issues with shooters. A lot of people have been asking for Sony to have a game of multiplayer, you know, a multiplayer shooter. That's going to be their counter. That development team is made up of former Call of Duty devs. See what I'm saying? So,
bro, fuck that team. Fuck that team.
That.
They haven't done shit, bro.
It'll go to that. But to go back to Bluepoint and this, it makes sense logically. And more likely, Bluepoint's going to be in an even bigger, different type of look. You think about it going into 2022 when it comes to possible studios being, you know, or sorry, more teams being added on. So that's how I see it.
Rev, you don't give a fuck about any type of Firm Software game, any Souls game.
I don't
know.
They do, Rev.
I have no idea what was even just said.
You bought this, Rev. I don't want to hear it. What the hell is it?
All I heard was a Charlie Brown teacher talking just now.
You bought this, Chief. I don't hear nothing out of your mouth. You understand me?
Yeah, he booted it up and uninstalled it.
You trash can. I don't hear nothing.
I did not buy that, Big Cloud.
You played it and you were on it, sir.
Yeah, I played it for 2 hours and then I uninstalled it. That's a wrap.
You played it. You enjoyed it. You played.
No,
greatness.
I did not enjoy it. It was trash. Thank you.
You played greatness.
Carry on with your conversation, guys.
Big
Enjoy
Rev.
Psychonauts. That's greatness.
Oh my god.
You doing this?
Dear God, Big Cloud. Big Cloud, stick your head in the toilet and flush it, will you?
Who said anything about Psychonauts? What are you even
I
talking
just
about right now?
I just do that at you.
Big Cloud's
Like
drunk
Psychonauts?
tonight, man.
I'm not
What
drunk,
is he
bro.
talking about?
I don't know.
Psychonauts
Like
is
Psychonauts.
trash.
Like Psychonauts.
It's confirmed trash. It's not even part of the conversation. have your From Software conversation. Let's go.
Rev, you don't care, obviously, but you know
I don't
Demon
care.
Souls.
I'm trying to
Okay,
get
but
along.
Demon Souls is one of the best looking games, and they did a good job with it. So, not to hang on to this topic, but they'll do a great job. It'll be fine, and I hope they do it. Period.
You can talk about it. Don't worry about it.
No, I've already gave my piece.
I got no input.
I already gave my piece. That's why I already know. I said you don't fuck with Firm Software. You don't like those type of games. That's why I didn't even bother asking. Red Hood, go ahead, man.
Yeah, Bloodborne was actually my first Souls game. Really, really good. The only reason
You're
why
a fraud for that.
Listen, I know that's. I think the only reason it was an E3 conference, and I was like, the setting, the Gothic setting, just was like really alluring to me. Kind of the same thing when it came to the Order 1886 with that type of setting, where I was like, oh shit. And then when I went into it, I think one of my friends who was like a Souls fanboy was like, oh, this is a Souls game. Don't expect like a really easy game when it came to that. And I was like, okay, and then getting my ass whooped. But like that game should be 60 FPS, but because of the coding, the remaking it from the ground up, I have no issues with that whatsoever. I know some people will because of the remake.
Fuck the coding, Red Hood. It's a money grab by PlayStation.
No, I mean,
I don't want to hear none of that shit that they can't do it. If they can remake older games like Demon Souls, why can't they remake fucking Bloodborne? There's no excuse. They just want, I don't care because I'll buy it because I'm a fucking drone to them. But, at the same time, they could have just put out a patch and did something about it, period. They didn't have to remake it and do this big thing, which I'm happy they're doing. I don't want to sound like a sourpuss, but it is what it is. They acquired Bluepoint. We already knew this shit. If they make Bloodborne, great. That's all I got for topics. So we'll see you next time on episode 14. I got 14. Look at Rev smoking trash ass sick. What happened to my fucking clean? When I met Rev, he was a clean cut guy, man. Look at this man. He drinking American Spirit. Yo, I used to have them with the metal tin can. They used to come in a tin can. Those. Are you muted, Rev? Yeah,
nah, I'm unmuted. I'm muted so I can talk shit. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, so that's all I got for topics. Big topics. Unless the chat got any questions, we don't need to make this a 2-hour podcast. And I know Red Hood, you over here coming like, oh, I can't wait to talk, but it's a slow week. Oh, Far Cry is coming out tonight. Well, tomorrow, October 7th. I can't wait for Far Cry. I see Metacritic scores. I don't know. Can somebody explain? Maybe you can, Red Hood or Rev or somebody, why the Xbox version of Far Cry has an 81 and the PlayStation version of Far Cry, which is the same fucking game. Maybe a resolution difference or what the fuck, and it has like a 78. I don't understand that. Why can't they just lump sum it into one thing? I don't understand.
Okay, so I'm looking. So yeah, 75 for PS5, 42 critics. I'm assuming it's higher amount of critics and stuff like that compared to the Xbox One. I'm trying to see if, let me search. Okay,
bro, I don't need an in-depth. I'm just telling you, why is it like that? What, they're the same game. I don't need no in-depth answer. Why the fuck? It's just they're the same game.
Yeah, it's the same game. It's a Metacritic issue. That's what a lot of people complain about when it comes to the
PlayStation review had 43 reviews and the Xbox had 23. It's like that's why Metacritic is a joke. Period.
That's why a lot of people use OpenCritic instead. They don't do that. It's just boom for that game.
Sue Ninja, man. Listen, man. Thank you for pulling up to the spaces last night. Thank you for becoming a fucking dundle. I'll shoot you the Discord link, my guy. I appreciate you.
Hey, can somebody explain to me what the hell Spaces is? All over Twitter Spaces, screenshots of like 40 dudes. What is this? What are we doing here?
You'll be in on it.
Spaces is an avenue, Rev, that it allows people on Twitter to just go live, and your friends can see who's in there, and you can have people it's almost like running a podcast.
It's Google Hangouts, but for Twitter.
Right. And you're on Twitter, and people can just join, and you can allow people to speak. You can mute people. You can, if somebody wants to talk, they can request to talk. It's a bunch of wasted time, is what it is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But if you got the right people in there, you can have some good conversations. But all that is people just running their mouth about games, console wars, or bullshit. But yeah, it seems like it's the new thing to do. Rev, you were around when the Skype wars were around. You know what I mean? When people used to Skype, and that's how you guys communicate.
No.
Oh, no. You weren't around that?
Pull up some footage of me in a Skype chat.
No, maybe you weren't. But
you won't.
You're from that era. You're from that era, though. You might have not engaged in it, but you're from that era. Period. The 7th levels, all in Skype calls. That's when I started finding out.
In me, there's a big difference there.
Yeah, one's a beast, like 7th, and one's.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Twitter Spaces. It sounds like a lot of fun. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, bro. We'll have to run a cast on that shit. You know what I mean?
No, you still.
And then
I'll get right on that.
And then people got mad at me because I made a video on Twitter, and it was just one of my PlayStation skits that I always do. Some people think it's real life. Some people think I'm actually mad at certain people. But listen, I'm not gonna lie. There's always in jokes, there's always a little bit of the truth, right? So yeah, I might have threw some jazz, but there's no fucking problems. What I will say is Cole Eastwood. I want to address this because I got no bad malice towards this man at all. I know the PlayStation guys can't stand him and vice versa, whatever. But he made a tweet saying, man, I can't believe the Halo beta's over. And he put the little tear emoji with the Xbox logo in. I'm like, oh, is that right? And I circled that he had played 17 games, but I was just busting his balls, and I write, I'm sure you're sad, laughing my ass off. Dude, he writes, oh, I thought you were different from these dumpster divers or something like that. Do better. And I said, I thought you could take a joke. Do better. But I left it at that. So while we were in that type of space that you brought up, Rev, right? Jack Moves hosting it. Here comes this guy, you know, Gaz. You on the show, Gaz Gaming Daily. Hey, Blaze. Hey, how you doing? What's up, Gaz? Because Gaz is cool. I got no problem with Gaz either. And hey, what's up with why are you taking shots at my guy Cole? So I said, nah, man, I was just busting his chops, you know what I mean? He's like, no, it seems like you wanted, you know, well, why would you say that? You know, he's got kids. I said, bro, I got kids too. What does that have to do with it? He's like, yeah, but he's got this. I said, bro, I got 3 kids. I work 40 plus hours too. Like, what? I said, dude, I didn't say anything about his family. I didn't say take any personal shots. I just circled the amount of games he played and said, I'm sure you miss it. That's it. So you know, and it got fucking crazy. And then Jack Moves Johnny blew the fuck up. It's just, I wish somebody recorded. It was fucking hilarious. But Cole Eastwood was in that Spaces last night, and he requested to talk. And I didn't allow him to talk because it was such a fucking crazy ass environment that I didn't want to, you know what I mean? It's not that serious, and I didn't want Colt to come in there, okay? And other people already have the power to talk. And I just didn't want it to be a shit show when it didn't have to be. So, you know, if somebody ever, you know, if Colt Eastwood ever sees this, I doubt it. But if he does, I got no problems with you, bro. I was busting your balls. The same type of shit that we all do on Twitter. The same type of shit I've seen you do 1,000 times. That's it. There's no bad intentions. I got no problems with you. That's it.
How do you?
I just wanted to address that.
How did you know his stats? That's what I want to know.
Because I'm in
Same
certain
way we
Discords.
know yours.
I'm in certain Discords, and I'm not going to say names, but people post other people's screenshots, especially the Xbox guys. Because the Xbox guys, all they do is Halo Infinite, Halo Infinite, Halo Infinite, and then you check and they play 6 games. You talk more about Halo Infinite than you play it. You're talking about it more than you actually play it. Not a big deal. I don't give a fuck. I'm just telling you, I seen the screenshot. I said, ooh, I seen this tweet, and I thought, I put 2 and 2 together. Like, this is a perfect time to bust his balls. Boom. So that's all I did. I circled it with a red marker, and I posted it. And I didn't think anything of it. I went to sleep. I wake up the next morning. Holy fuck. Last night, it was a world. Not that fucking serious, bro. You know? But yeah. And I know you and Colt, you know, you have a cordial relationship, Rev. You know what I mean? He's like, again, I got no, everything I hear from people, dude, he's a great guy. He just makes his videos. I don't care that he likes Xbox. It doesn't affect me. If you like it, he likes Xbox, that's good for him, man. I ain't got no problem with it. You like Xbox? Cool. Enjoy it. You know what I mean? I like Xbox too. You know what I mean? I mean, Rev, listen, I would never take a listen. One thing I don't do the sucker shit on the internet is I would never talk about your family. I'm never gonna bring up your kids, okay? I just that's an avenue that's the most dirtiest. Like, if you do that type of shit to me, you're a fucking loser. That's shit I don't do. So if I was wrong, I would have been deleted the tweet. I would have been I would have been sent an apology, and I would have left it at that.
You said your boy Jack Move went off. What did he go off about?
Because he's like, he was saying like, Jack Moves like, dude, why you jumping in our spaces, bringing all this, you know? Jack was right. Like, you could have just DM'd me like, hey man, what's up with that Colt tweet? You guys all right? Like, is that serious? But no, I let him speak. He requested to talk. I let him talk, and then he starts, hey, what's up? What? I look like you were almost clout chasing a little. I was like, clout chasing what, bro? I'm just busting his ball. What are you talking about? So why Jack went off on him? I think he had every right to go off on him. It's like, why are you coming into our space? As gay as that sounds.
I was just about to say, I'm glad you beat me to it. Wow.
But Rev, my point is, we're just bullshitting talking about games, and it became a toxic environment. You know what I mean? And it didn't have to be that way. He could have just DM'd me and asked me, hey, what's up with that tweet you did? You know, that's my guy Cole. He's a good guy. Like, you know what I mean?
But
like,
you fueled the flames though.
Did I?
You fueled it. That's the concept. That's what happens when you fuel the flames like that. Don't act like you didn't. You did. Cole's job is YouTube. That's a man's job. This is what he does. You know what I mean? So by you putting something out there like that, you're insinuating that he's a liar. Now you can say that wasn't your intention. I'm telling you how it comes across. He said he was disappointed that the beta was over. then you posted his stats, basically saying, "Oh yeah, you're real excited. You didn't even play the damn beta." So now you're making it look like he's a liar. He was never excited for it, and he's just running his mouth just to run his mouth. So I could see why he would issue with that.
You know, every time.
You see my point?
Listen, I do, Rev. Every time I listen, I've called Rev a bunch of times. Rev never takes my side. By the way, anytime I call Rev with an issue, I'm like, yo, Rev, this fucking faggot, you believe this shit? Rev's like, yeah, man, but you're wrong, man. But I like that Rev's level-headed, and he'll always tell me how it is or how the other. Because sometimes I'm stuck in my own vision, my own tunnel vision, and you know.
I will 100% take your side any day of the week if you're in the right. Now, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right. I'm saying you started some shit. Colt doesn't bother you. Colt really doesn't bother anybody. You know what I mean? Colt stays to his little circle and he praises Xbox. That's what he does. You know what I mean? And you pretty much called him out. So the blowback is because of what you posted. If you'd have never posted that, there'd have never been no blowback. Now it sounds like there's a bunch of drama over some bullshit. You know what I mean? All this is bullshit. And this is why I say, why are you looking? And I'm not talking about you, Blaze. This is the first time I've ever seen you do that. And you're right. Probably other people went and searched out his stats, posted it. You saw it and was like, oh my God, that's all he's played. Let me throw this out there right quick. I believe that was your intent. Let me just throw it out there real quick. But dudes going to other dudes' gamer tags and PSNs and looking to see what they play. Dude, this is a level of freaking no life that I've never seen before. It makes no sense to me. If that offends you, I don't give two shits. Anybody that does that, I feel like that's just pathetic behavior. I do not give a shit about another man's trophies. I don't give a shit about another man's game time. Oh, well, it's a way to call out the liars. What difference does it make? If you are a content creator, all these content creators are in some way full of shit. You have to be to make it on YouTube. That's how it goes. You have to be full of shit. I've uploaded videos to where I've acted like I'm hyped, and I'm really not that hyped. I'm just trying to make the video entertaining. Now, I always keep it truthful. Always. But sometimes I put a little more into it. And that's, if you want to get right down to it, that's actually kind of fraudulent. Because I'm not as excited as I'm making out to be. But nobody likes negativity. Nobody wants to hear negativity all the time. People need positivity, especially this last year and a half, man. Shit's been terrible. We don't want to hear people whine and cry. But all these YouTube guys are full of shit. Everybody. Some way worse than others, and you have to be. That's why everybody's so full of shit. If you say shit wrong, look at how your subs turn on you. Look at how quickly people will turn on you and wash their hands of you. And when money's involved, and Blaze, a lot of these guys, that's their meal ticket. YouTube is their money. They can't afford it, man. They have to say the shit that the people want to hear. Otherwise, they're not going to get the views, they're not going to get the clicks, and they're not going to get the monetization that they need to survive.
Preach.
That's what it's about, man.
People just want to be catered to.
This isn't our job. This isn't our job. This isn't what we do. We can survive with people shit talking us, pulling up our shit, trying to discredit us. Yep. But for people with it's their job, I can see why Colt would be irritated by that. Especially, I feel like Colt likes you. You know what I mean? He's told me he likes you in the chats, in the DMs. I talked to Colt in the DMs. He didn't mention this. I haven't talked to him since this, but
look, but
you know what I mean?
Listen, if Colt talked and said, "Hey, but listen," it really would. Look, I didn't mean to bother the guy, but I'm not talking about Colt. But I'm saying Gaz came in. Okay, somebody totally different. That just I understand him. That's like somebody taking a shot at you, Rev, and me, like, yo, you talking shit about my boy? No. But
look at how he takes care of Gaz.
I understand.
He takes care of Gaz, dude.
I understand, but Rev, if somebody says, Rev, how do you not like The Last of Us? You're a fraud. If I seen that scrolling, I'd be like, whatever.
Because I don't care. I don't give two shits.
Right. But I mean, if it was personal, then I would definitely step in and be like, nah, fuck you. You're not gonna. First of all, you're blocked. Blah blah. But what I'm saying is we're talking about games, and here comes Gaz. And I understand he's just trying to defend his friend, but I just didn't think it was the appropriate time for that. He could have just DM'd me and said, because it turned.
I agree with that. He probably should have DM'd you, because that's just
it.
set him. That kind of makes him look like, what are you doing, dude? You know, I can agree with you on that one. He probably should have DM'd you, because that makes it look like some sensitivity was involved. You know what I mean? Again, I'm saying I'm not agreeing with either side. I'm saying I understand. Okay,
Right.
There's a difference. But yeah, I agree. I would have DM'd you instead. Like, Blaze, what, dude? What's the deal, man? I don't talk shit to you. Why throw sand at me, man? I didn't say shit to you out the way ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I would have handled that. I wouldn't have gone up into your spaces, especially with some of the individuals that you fraternize with.
I don't like the way you did that, but okay.
I just don't understand like defending another person in a Twitter space. That to me just doesn't make sense.
It is what it is, man. I think, look, at this point, I've heard everything thrown at me growing up as a kid on YouTube, in high school, in the neighborhood. Okay, at this point, it's like there's not much you can say to me, especially if we're over the internet. Now, if you're saying this and if you say this shit to me and you mean something to me and I actually respect you and you're saying shit that's personal attacks, I'm gonna feel a type of way. I'm not gonna lie, because I respect you. But if you're just a random guy, and what I mean by random is I don't have a relationship with you. Okay, I seen you here and there. I liked your tweet, you liked my tweet, and kept it moving. Then I don't give a fuck. You can say whatever. You can talk about my fucking mother. I'll block you. Never associate with you again. But I don't care. It doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
But if it was somebody like Rev or these people, Red Hood, the people I fucking like, that are cool, that I respect, okay, that I that would bother me.
Bro, you saw it earlier today when I applied for the showcase. You know what I'm talking about? For the Game
That was
Awards.
some fuck
And
shit
some
there.
racist dude going, oh yeah, of course they're gonna vote for you because you're black. I'm sitting going, what? That's
Bro, listen, man, Big Cloud,
keywords.
you just gotta, you know what you do to people like that? Just mute them and let them talk to themselves. That's it. I found muting people is the most effective thing ever.
That's true.
Don't even block them, because if you block them, then they know that you went out of your way to click their name and block them.
true.
They feel like he blocked me. I got to him. But if you mute them, they just talking to themselves, man. It's great. It's fucking the best
Yeah,
invention.
you have the
ever.
best power, and like I said, like for once you get bigger and bigger, it's more of those people
I know.
will be there.
Dudes get more
Just,
offended when you don't give them the time of the
mute
day.
them.
Yeah.
What was that for? Jeff Keighley's show? Like, what is that?
Yeah, it's like basically they were feature up and coming content creators. Like give them like a little.
I thought you already got featured on that before.
No, that was just they reached out to me and let me co-host Summer Games. But you talking about that when they sent everything? That's different. This is an actual feature.
What's up, Chad? Give me something interesting to talk about.
Oh,
You know what
I got something. It was pretty huge in terms of Twitch. Everybody's information in terms of income as a Twitch streamer, and I believe passwords got leaked. So that was a huge thing. Seeing legit, I can see it right now. Like people's like,
huge?
yeah,
I didn't hear about it.
it was trending and stuff for it.
Yeah, I didn't hear
What?
about it either.
So everybody's credit card information, if you had a credit card, could be.
I don't know about credit card, but they had like the rankings and everything for people in terms of like money, how much they made. This is like in terms of Twitch's own like code for their site and all that, and it just got leaked like that.
It's not even
And
a
it's
gaming
like-
platform anymore. That's the
Like you
fucked
could
up
see
part.
Tim the Tatmans, you could see XQCs, you could see Asmongold's, like all these people's incomes. And
How much does Dr.
crazy.
Disrespect make a month, man?
I don't know
lot.
because he left.
I know, but how
Which-
much do you think that motherfucker makes a month, bro?
A
Just
month?
super chats and people subscribing to him monthly. Like that guy got to make.
He makes
Oh,
over,
he makes quite a
he
bit.
makes over 10, 20 grand. He makes easy.
But I know on his stream he said he made more money on Twitch than YouTube though.
yeah, that was
Oh,
also
So
'cause
like
the
that's one of the
endorsement.
issues he had with it. Like he
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, we're gonna sue Twitch," because he
Rev,
found out.
couldn't we
what-
just be the best gamers ever, man?
No.
God, if I was just a beast at fucking
No.
first person shooters, bro, I would be.
Yeah.
Man,
That's what it
that
would
guy.
take. We need skills.
Yeah, but he's charismatic as well. He's funny and charismatic.
Yeah.
He does the big animations and the big attention. You know, dude, he puts in the work, but at the same time, he backs it up with his gameplay, bro. He's good at what he plays, bro. He can play any shooter and dominate. It's really
Well, he's
crazy.
got
This motherfucker
he's got
had
animators. He's got animators and shit.
Did you see that episode, Ref? He had the
Editors,
Undertaker.
all kinds of shit.
You heard me, Ref? Did you see
He
that
got
episode?
what?
He had the Undertaker on one of the show. You remember that shit, Blaze? Like the Undertaker made like a guest appearance. It was like,
bro. The Undertaker
Yeah.
didn't do interviews for nobody at that time at all, like 0 people.
That was
So,
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
shout out to that,
Yeah.
man. I wish I was a skillful gamer so I could do that. You know what I mean?
You know, I also wanted to add, where it comes to the drama shit, you know, as petty as some of this crap is, a lot of your subscribers don't give two shits about you. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, and I'm just saying, you will have your diehard supporters, but that's a small amount of your subscriber base.
That's
you know.
true.
That's fine.
Do you remember when your boy Jack Move got into it with Hard 8? Do you remember him blowing his lid, talking about a road trip and this and that? You see some of the comments of the people encouraging it and laughing about it. If these people genuinely cared for you, they would never want to see you put yourself in such a situation like that. They'd never want to see you act like that. Be like, dude, chill. Do you remember when your boy Next Gen accused me of being racist? Do you remember that, Blaze? And then Gotti got involved somehow. I seen Gotti, who was my boy. There was a misunderstanding, and I thought Gotti was talking shit behind my back, and that really irritated me. So my first instinct was to make a video. I got you on live stream. I said, let's go. Get in the chat for Hard 8 and Next Gen. Neither of them came. I don't remember the circumstances as to why. Afterwards, I talked to Vic. I said, dude, I'm uploading a video. I'm going to burn them all. I'm going to burn them all down. You know what I mean? Vic said, dude, fall back. Leave this alone. Do not touch this. Don't go near it. All you're going to do is bury yourself deeper. I said, dude, I can't let it go. They're slandering my name, and they ain't getting away with it. That's a wrap. You know what I mean? I'm uploading. He said, listen to me. If you've ever listened to me, listen to me now. Leave this alone. That's
Didn't your
what they're
brother tell you
supposed
that
to
too?
do. My brother told me the same damn thing. I left it.
Bro, there's
I left
certain
it,
battles.
And it just
you're not gonna
died
win.
out. It just died out. And that's why I don't bother with any of the drama. I don't bother with any of the controversy. You know what I mean? People take it way too seriously.
Yes.
Way too seriously, man. They leak your info. They do all this shit. We've talked about this before. You know what I mean? People are crazy, man. And the subscribers, they want entertainment. And that shit is entertaining. There's this show that's like super popular right now. That Squid Game. I think this is the name of it. It's have you watched it? I went in. The wife's watching it. Have you seen what it is? No. Like dudes competing for money. It's like one person lives, they get the money. Everybody else dies. It's like this is what's number one, dude. This is people want to see blood. They're sharks in the water. It's a feeding frenzy, and they love controversy.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So if you do little shit, you're gonna start to attract the flies, man. Yep. I'm just saying. Even if it's tiny, they'll think, okay, that's what he's about, and they're gonna try to instigate and try to get you to do more. Then you do a little more. Then they're really gonna push you. Then you see followers. Then you see views. You're like, damn, this is some easy views right here. All right, let me talk some more shit. And next thing you know, you got nothing but trash following you.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's the easiest avenue. Look, I don't get mad if you guys take that avenue. I'm not gonna give you credit, but if you guys, a lot of people take that avenue, and it's the easy way out. It is. It's easy views because controversy sells. But I remember when you asked me to go live. Let's go live. Like
you told me it was a bad idea. You did. I remember.
I told you it was a bad idea.
You told me. Yeah.
But you were so.
I was heated.
you had a couple in you. And what did they do? They still took that clip. They took that clip and you know what I mean? So they'll take your words and they'll play it back and slow-mo it and play it.
Yeah.
But
and they
you
turned
know
that
what?
against me. Yeah.
But shout out, look, listen. Anyway, we don't even got to talk about it. It's just I thought it was pretty entertaining that people just assume you're this way. Like, no, you're it. That's it. I'm convinced. It's like, yeah, fuck you. You know what I mean? So, look, I've learned in this community that it's the easiest thing to do is fall into the hype, man. It's a drug. Look, getting attention for some people is the biggest high, man. It's the strongest opiate you could ever take. And that high, they want to get it over and over again. And now you mix the high. Imagine you getting high in your own supply, but you're still making money. It don't make sense. But on YouTube, you can get high in your own supply and still make money. And it's like attention, people that love the attention. Look, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I love to run my mouth. That's why we have podcasts, right? We like to vent. We like to talk. We like to talk to the people. Like to talk to my friends. But some people are so addicted to the attention that it literally consumes them. And eventually it's their downfall, bro. Because, I'm so happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in this community. 9 people in this community have my phone number. And you might think that's a lot, but over the years, that's, hey, I pat myself on the back for that. Because I realized I just wanted my channel to grow at one point, man. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to hit 1,000 subs. I wanted to be a part of the cool group. I wanted to be the cool guy. And what I realized was none of that really matters if you're not. Look, if I can't be myself and say what I want to say, I don't want no part of it. You know what I mean? And keep your circle small. That's all I'll say to you, bro. You don't need to have 10, 20 friends. You don't.
I remember when you told me that.
You know what I mean?
thought you were being paranoid. You remember that conversation, Bliss?
Big Cloud, I am paranoid.
No, but I thought you were really being paranoid, but it came full circle and like
Big Cloud, because I told you people are in. They look, Big Cloud. Someone's gonna look at you and they're gonna assess you and say, what can Big Cloud do for me? Oh, he's got a good following. All they're doing is looking at you as a money sign. He gets a lot of views. Oh, maybe I can associate. Maybe we can make a video. Now we're doing this. Now we're doing that. And that's all it is. All these friendships on YouTube, not all of them, but the majority of them are they're fucking contracts, bro. You know what I mean? It's a money grab. That's it. Sir, you motherfuckers will compromise yourself just to make a little money. You will compromise yourself just to get some views. Think about that.
Yep. And if your channel is gone tomorrow, ain't nobody, and I mean nobody. They ain't gonna
Nobody's
lose
gonna come
any
knocking
sleep.
your door and reboot your
They ain't gonna lose any sleep over you.
You have to have
oh shit, he's gone. Oh, that's crazy. Okay,
you see that how quick they
next?
disappear when
That's
they see
it?
lower numbers. You know what I'm talking about, Ref? Like
That's
they see
it.
you, like they see you with 1,500 people live, right? They'll be there every chat, right? But let the day happen. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But let the day happen when they see you get like, let's say 100 or 200 or just 50 viewers. Are they gonna be in the chat, Ref?
And that's why I never went after big content creators for podcasts. I didn't want them there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I already got a thing about asking, but it's like, you know what? Let's get somebody smaller on here that's humble and down to earth.
Yep.
You know, that hasn't been contaminated and likes to smell their own shit. You know what I mean? What's up, girly? But I'll give you an example of the drama thing. Like, I haven't uploaded in 2 weeks. There's been nothing I care to upload. I came across such an easy video, and that's with that Pegasus Nation nonsense. I don't know if Blaze, you made a little video about it where you were like trying to act like a mobster. That was actually pretty decent, by the way. And somebody sent me like a contract. I'm going to my Twitter right now to find it. And it's an official contract, the Royal Order of Nation official contract. Blaze, I went to fire up my camera. I said, look, this is too easy. This is too easy. And then somebody told me the guy that made it up was some 60-year-old guy. And they said his name's like Optimus or something. And then I thought about it. I said, you know what? That's the dude that was like doing the little puppet show with his controllers, and I said, you know what, man? Let me just leave that shit alone.
You know that there's a
commandment? I dropped it. Whatever.
Rev, you know there's a
let me
commandment
just leave it alone. Easiest video in the world, but I'm not gonna win the time. What's that bit?
You know there's a commandment on that shit. It says, "Thou shalt not complain about PlayStation games."
Oh my gosh.
I was like,
yeah, dude, the comedy could have been good, but do you know what kind of garbage I would have attracted to my channel?
No, yeah.
It's not worth my time.
That's
It's not
true.
worth my time. You know what I mean?
Weird.
That shit had me crying.
Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And you know, I made that video. Like I said, I know all the look, Jay Barry, great guy.
Oh yeah.
Really, like these people are great people, bro. Okay, Optimus Code, I don't really know him, but I got no problem with the guy. I really don't. I don't know him like I know, like J Dub. I got his phone number. You know what I mean? I could call him. You know what I mean? Porter Rock, I know, but I don't know that well, but I know him. And Persona, another great guy, another guy that's building up their channel and just trying to get their name out there, bro. You know what I mean? And these guys are especially Jay Barry, I know for a fact in Persona, these guys play their games, bro. They play any game that, they get involved, so it is what it is, man. It's just, look, it's okay. Look, this is what I was trying to say about the gaming politic bullshit. It's okay to say something's corny, dog. It's okay. You ain't got to be mad at me. We don't got to fight. If something's corny, look, that kind of, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, bro. I'm sorry. It's all right to say something is fucking whack. It's okay. There's no problem with that. You can say, Blaze, you're whack. You got a 12-inch nose. I don't care, bro. I'm not taking it personal. Say what you want to say, bro. I don't care, bro. You shouldn't care either. That's it. And honestly, it's not like I'm an outside. Look, you know what I mean?
I think your video exposed people.
It did.
I'm just saying, man. I think that video was great, but it exposed people, and you could check that Twitter thread and see those individuals, and I just don't understand it. It's like you're a certain age. I won't say like mention people's names, but if you're a certain age and you're getting your feelings about a satire video,
exactly,
that's enough
satire.
said.
Yeah,
that's it.
12 inches might be underselling it. What the hell is Vic talking about? What were y'all talking about while I was gone?
No, we're not talking about peepees. I was talking about. I was like, bro, I don't like. Why do you get offended? Like, a little dry humor. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like what I was saying, Reb. Nowadays, you can't say something. I don't like that. If you say you don't like that straight up, oh my god, what he said? Like, dude, you can't say you don't like that. Like, you damn right I can. Like, that's the problem nowadays. There's too many politics in gaming. You're not allowed to say how you feel because if you do, you'll be scraped and dragged down the street. Or if you do, you're put. Oh, this guy's too cool for us, or he wants to be the cool guy. No, this is just how the fuck I feel, and I'm gonna say it.
Right.
And what I was saying was, you can say anything. I was saying that you can Blaze, you got a 12-inch nose. Blaze, you got a small. Like it. Okay, say it. I'm not offended by it, but it's all good.
Say something again.
Yo.
He sounded fine to me. Oh, was he breaking up or something?
It was like Discord making this weird noise. I'm guessing.
T-Mac, what's up, man?
I thought I heard robotic noises for a second. Knife.
Hey, that little John Gotti routine you pulled the other day on Twitter. Why didn't you just put that on your YouTube? You know what I mean? Why put that on Twitter? I know you are focused on numbers. So you feel, and it's easier. Boom, you just record it with your phone. Boom, bump it up to Twitter. You got, it's gonna get a certain amount of views. But you should be uploading shit like that on your YouTube. That was a good video. You came across good. You pulled the accent off and everything. That was good. You should have just uploaded that to your YouTube.
Bro,
and it came across jokingly. You didn't seem serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You seem like you were just having fun. That's it. And if anybody takes that personally, I mean, F them. People take you calling a game trash personally, F them. You need to start uploading more to your YouTube when you got stuff like that. Or upload it to Twitter and YouTube. Put it on YouTube first, then put it on Twitter. If you don't like the views on YouTube, put it on your Twitter.
Yeah.
Right. You said that about all my Sony skits. All my Sony skits always take off. Anything I do Sony related and I make a little video, like a little...
keep doing it then. Put it on your YouTube.
Yeah, I really should, but you know, bought her with another $10. He didn't even say shit. He just donated another $10. On top cowgirl position with the $1. I appreciate it. Doggy style position with the $1. I appreciate it. The rich swag lord says 100 with the $2. Appreciate it. Before I forget about these,
got Dark Moon 17 5. He says, "Yo,
What'd he
Blaze, all I want to know is what's up with you on the Twitter rant over Pegasus, and who is the bigger pony?" Oh,
yeah, man. Listen, what I was trying to say is, look, you made your little group. That's cute. I know all the guys in the group. They're really not bad guys. They're not. I already went over this when Rev was away. Yeah, I was just busting balls, doing my little shit I always do. And you know what? And the bigger pony, that's why I said, yo, how many? Come on, bro. Like, you're the bigger pony. Let me see what you got. Let me see all your PlayStation shit you got. Because I've been doing this shit for years. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was just a bullshit rant. You know what I mean? It wasn't even a rant, I guess. It was a bullshit video. You know what I mean? And listen,
satire.
It got over. It got over. I don't know how many likes. Yeah. But the point is, it was received well. The people liked it, because if it wasn't received well, if it wasn't effective, nobody would have cared about it. But clearly, enough people cared about it, whether it was positive or negative. It did the job. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
And got one more from Dave Carter. He dropped the $5 super chat. Says, showing support for my favorite podcast. We need Baron Black too. I love when him and Blaze argue. Good times or good memories, he said.
Well, Baron's a great listen. The guy Baron is so busy following his fucking dream. He's got this new merchandise. I ain't gonna lie, actually, it was actually good. It was good shit, bro. It was actually a nice. Whoever did the artwork, it was dope. But Baron, man, listen, man, I put that boy in a fucking coffin. He told me on that podcast that the 360 sold more than PS3. I was like, huh? I couldn't. I was fucking drooling. I couldn't wait to eat him up after. I was like, did you just say the three? You know, so Baron's my guy, man. Like, he popped in the Discord the other day, like a month ago, the other day. But if he could do it, trust me, he's gonna message me saying, "Hey, Blaze, I'll be available." But the guy's so busy. But I would hope he would show up one of these days.
Hey, Red Hood.
Yeah.
This is your first cast, man.
Yeah. By
this
definition.
Your first cast. You ain't really said shit. Talk to us, man. What's up? What did you? There had to have been something you wanted to get off your chest coming on the cast. Had to have been something you wanted to talk about. Come on, man.
I don't think there was really anything to.
What are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about gaming, of course. Passionate about live streaming and stuff like that.
Even though you don't do it, yeah. Go ahead.
Listen, when it comes to that situation with live streaming, it's like I do it and then some personal shit comes up. Like,
I know, and it's discouraging. It is. It's tough.
Like literally, I was doing it this last week, right? Like, I bought a new mic because I'm like, listen, if I buy something, that I have like on my table or something, it's gonna make me do it. And then some shit happened, personal shit happened, and I couldn't stream. I had to go take care of those businesses, and it just puts me into like. I don't even want to say depression, but more along the lines of like.
No, trust me, bro. We get it, man. I go through that shit all the time. Red Hood, trust me.
That shit fucking sucks.
What? Yeah. What depresses you?
No, I mean the most recent thing that happened to me. Like, I'm like in a slight depression because of that.
Oh, with the family.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. That's understandable. Understandable. You got a YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's just Red Hood 420.
What do you upload?
I do some like critiques and stuff like that. I do a little bit of everything, movies and video games and stuff.
Hold on,
even plays. Yeah.
This guy, I'm subscribed. This guy was uploading. Now the game might make you choke on that smoke, but he was uploading Kingdom Heart videos and talking about it. Bro, he was getting 20,000 views consistently with this little series he did. And what did he do after that? He stopped uploading.
I mean, it's understandable, dude. I mean, it's hard to talk about the same shit again and again. It's hard.
Why do YouTubers get into slumps, Rev? Like, you've been 2 weeks without a video. Why does that keep happening? What is it?
Just other shit
there's
outside.
nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to upload. Then I have to force an upload and be a complete and total fake on camera, and I don't want to do that.
And this ain't your job,
I've
right?
never wanted to do that. It's not my job. Do I make some money when I get good views? Yes. When I get really good views, I make decent money. But it's not worth it for me to get on and act like I'm excited for shit that I'm not excited about. If it were my job, I mean, I guess I'd do what I have to do. But it's not. You know what I mean? It's supplemental income. It's income that I can use to just blow. You know what I mean?
And you do a lot of that. You bought an NVMe for the PS5. Have you gotten that yet? You got it?
Installed.
Where's
Installed
the video?
today. I didn't. What am I gonna upload a video of that for?
You made 10 videos about the T2s and how I perform.
Dude, I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like it. And you know what? I should have, because my dumbass stripped the nail or stripped the damn screw that goes in to
really?
hold down the NVMe. I stripped it. Yeah, I got it in. I got it in, but that bitch is stripped. It's gonna be a mother effort to get out.
It's gonna stay there, bro.
Yeah, I guess I ain't upgrading no time soon. It's a terabyte. That's all I need. It's PlayStation, and
Just
like
wait
there's
for the
shit
Pro.
to play anyway.
How much you paid for that
go.
joint?
$280.
$300 for storage when your console costs $400, depending on which one you got. Think about that.
$280.
Bro, you got a digital PS5 that costs $400, and you go buy a $300 SSD.
No.
Think about
I got the disc. Disc.
I know, but
500.
think about the consumers that do have a $400 PS5, because they're the digital ones are $400. Think about that.
Yeah, and I got the
storage-
2 terabyte T5.
I got
So my
the T2.
PlayStation's worth some money.
T7. Yeah, I got the T7. That you literally made me go out and buy one of those, and it was a great investment, just to put all those PS4 games that were taking up so much space, man.
Yeah, damn right. Mandatory.
So how much space you say you got now?
So I got a terabyte SSD, the NVMe, that's a terabyte. Then you got the standard 667, which comes on the PlayStation, which is a joke. And then I got the 2 terabyte T5 for PS4 games and to hold PS5 games that I ain't playing.
You're good, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Honestly,
good. I'm good.
you're
I
good,
don't need
bro.
no more than that. Yeah.
Hell
Especially seeing as how Cold War ain't installed. That shit's like 200 gigs. Waste of money.
And I retract the statement. I said I was buying Alan Wake tonight, right when we get off.
Mm-hmm.
Alan Wake, Far Cry. Dude, you know what else is coming out right around the corner? The 15th?
What?
Crysis 2 and 3, baby.
Be careful. Be careful. Crysis Remastered on PlayStation 5 still has horrendous input lag.
But that's Crysis 1. That's Crysis 1, right?
Well, who's to say they ain't going to do the same shit with 2 and 3? Xbox doesn't have it. Xbox doesn't have input lag.
Okay.
Raven is doing the port this time, not whoever did the last one. And not to mention, Crysis 1 is semi-open. It's an open world, basically, for the, there's open world sections of that game. And Crysis 1 is notorious for running like shit. So I'm just looking at that as kind of like a pass. But Crysis 2 is pretty, it's got some open areas, but it's pretty linear. Crysis 3 got some open areas, but it's still linear. You know what I mean? Bro, Crysis 3 and 2, are you kidding me, Rev? Your dick is gonna be so hard. Oh, just watch.
Oh, I'm getting it. I'm getting it on Series X. I'm not gonna get it on PlayStation.
I'm buying it on PlayStation.
If you buy it on PlayStation, I'll download it there. I'll try it there.
Bro, those haptics, I'm telling you, man. It's realistic. When you shoot a gun and hit R2, man, that's how it's supposed to be with a real wrong answer. But man. What's up, chat? Talk to me, because we're about to wrap it up, man. It's a good show.
You know who we got to get on the cast? We got to get Cassie Cage on the cast. She got a new YouTube channel. She's just starting out, and when you just start out, it's tough. Everybody here knows it. You guys know how hard it is. You know what I mean? Getting up off the ground, running, it's hard. And I like her. She got a good personality, man. She speaks her mind. She ain't scared of the backlash. You know what I mean? So she seems cool. So we'll
she was in Cage was in the space with me last night.
Oh, was
She
she?
was there for like 2. Yeah. She was speaking. She was there for like 2 hours, bro. We did it for like 2 hours, and she was definitely just saying exactly what she wanted. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she ain't shy. That's good. That's what we need. Something to mix it up. You know what I mean?
Far Cry 6 tomorrow. Maybe midnight, and maybe we could. That's what we're missing. We're missing one more piece. I don't know what it is.
I don't know, dude. You know what? I've been looking at some gameplay on Far Cry 6. They got those little power bars over the dudes' heads now. Blaze.
Do they?
Yes. I'm
like Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein don't have that shit.
Yeah. New Blood has that shit.
No, it does not. New Dawn has that shit, and that's why I put it down and never played it.
So wait, they have health bars?
No.
They have health bars.
That's weird.
Young Blood has
that trash, and what do we do with that? Uninstalled it. Get that shit out of here.
Young Blood.
Dude, what are they doing? What are they doing? The physics don't look like they've been upgraded at all. Now you're unloading on dudes. There's still no bullet damage. I don't know, man. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully, but
you loved Far Cry 5, so don't.
I love Far Cry 5. Number one, the story was awesome. I love the
music.
Antagonist. The music was phenomenal. I love the setting. This one here, my dude, I don't know. You know, they're making such a big deal out of the chickens and the crocodiles and the
all the shit you don't care about. I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see Rad Brad play it? Like he played the first hour or whatever?
Okay. Yeah, I don't watch him.
But I skipped forward to where he was shooting. It was like an AR. Bro, the gun sounded pretty nice. I'm not even.
Gun sound good. Gun models look good. Yeah.
And they sounded awesome, dude. I'm telling you.
Those look all right.
And I talked to Gaming Addict. Gaming Addict had an early code. He's playing with Kid Smooth. He's like, yeah. Unfortunately, Blaze, if you play with Rev, like, you know, how we played Far Cry 5. So Rev got the achievement for beating Far Cry 5. I beat Far Cry 5 with him. I was there the day we beat it. But I didn't get an achievement because Ubisoft decided that you can still earn your upgrades, you can still earn your guns, and that'll all save. But you have to still redo missions if you co-op a mission. So if me and Rev do a story mission together, he'll get the progression for it. I won't. Why, bro? Drives me nuts.
On IGN's review, they said that you keep the progression. Both parties keep your progression.
Are you sure?
On IGN's review, I'm not sure of anything. I'm just telling you what it said.
Oh, if that's the case,
Ryan McCaffrey reviewed it. It's written by somebody else.
So he's saying the achievements were popping still for like the other person?
He didn't say that. He just said your progression carries for both.
And he mentioned that because clearly
maybe I heard it wrong. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I heard. I'm not real worried about co-op anyway. For Far Cry.
Wrong answer. Fuck that, bro. I'll join your game. I'll stalk you until we finish it because I won't finish it. I won't finish it.
I would say
that was fun.
6 evolutionized themselves from like I would say 2 and onwards in terms of like physics and like bullet holes and all that.
Oh, I got something to talk about. Our beloved franchise, Rev, Ghost Recon.
Dude, I was just about to go into that. As soon as Red Hood said de-evolutionize themselves,
yes.
I instantly thought about that, man. Ghost Recon. We're getting this big announcement, and they come out with that Call of Duty clone trash. Dude, I'm so sick and tired.
And you know what, Rev? This is what you people that shit on Ubisoft, that shit all over Breakpoint, and you said it was a shitty-ass game when Breakpoint was a fucking stupendous game with addicting gameplay and awesome sniping. Dude, I can snipe all day in that fucking game. I played the fuck out of that game. Rev beat it twice. I'm telling you, they looked at the feedback of Breakpoint and they said, dude, the people don't want this type of game. We just make a Warzone clone. And dude, they made it first-person shooter instead of keeping it third-person.
I
can't.
That, like, I don't know. I don't think it's the people that complained but I agree and disagree at the same time. It's like I feel like Ubisoft chases trends, right, with a lot of their games, and they're going for that model, the games as a service type of model, where it's just like, hey, if it work, if we make a lot of money, we're gonna continue with this model. If we don't, we're gonna fucking abandon it and just keep chasing the trends. That's their whole formula now in terms of the current Ubisoft.
Yeah, they want that battle royale money. They see Warzone and they want to capitalize. I agree with you, Red Hood. That sucks. Yeah. It sucks.
Man. It might be good, Rev, but I don't.
Yeah, dude, come on, man. It's not gonna
campaign
be.
Trash.
It's not gonna be. Yeah, they don't listen.
That was great. Like Ghost Recon. Like if they made could you imagine if they made Wildlands, they made Breakpoint, then they made they made another one. They called it fucking, Ghost Recon fucking Mountaintop. Eat my ass. Like, bro, another environment to fuck around in, Rev. Could you imagine, bro? Oh man.
How about one with like a raw setting with like some realistic type shit, like some realistic threats. Like Breakpoint took place on a fictional island, fictional enemies, and and that's another thing. Ubisoft, they're so scared to touch real world shit. Everybody is. Everybody is. Nobody wants to offend anybody because they want as many people as possible playing.
Modern Warfare
games.
did it.
And that's the problem with all these developers. They want as many people playing their games. They don't want to alienate anybody, so they're going to make it as friendly as they possibly can. And it just sucks. God, it sucks.
Modern Warfare did it, but they had warning signs all over the fucking screen. Like, dude, are you sure you want to fucking play this shit? Like, come on, man. It was...
I think the Western market is just going that route where they're like, hey, we need everybody, and also like accessibility. I won't go into that
Bro, the
topic.
Japanese Red Hood.
But yeah, the Japanese, they don't care. Like they'll create whatever they want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Porn, it's like they don't care, and it's like you'll see like in certain games, these people on Twitter will be like to the Japanese like developers, like, hey, you need to do it this way, or this way. They need to change. It's like, how are you gonna tell the Japanese developers their culture and stuff like that, and tell them what to do? I just think it's ironic in a way, where you get trying to be inclusive, but tell people what to do in their own culture.
Ghost Recon San Francisco, that's funny as hell. Dude.
He ain't wrong, man. He ain't wrong. Oh, that's funny shit, dude.
Game, that's what it is. Dude.
Yeah, I forgot. AC is the next Assassin's Creed is turning into a live service. Somebody's mentioning. I forgot about that.
Nobody wants that, man. Like I know people don't like the current Assassin's Creed. The current Assassin's Creed it's so fucking awesome, but god damn it, it's too much, man. It's too much. If they could just cut that down a little bit with the same, like I don't get a problem with it. The problem is you guys complain and shit on these developers and shit on these games, and I'm part of it too. But like you guys are killing off some of my, and I'm not saying you guys as the chat, but I'm just saying like Ghost Recon Wildlands was fucking incredible, bro. That was like the hottest selling game. That shit sold like hotcakes when it came out. You know what I mean? And then, word of mouth. These reviewers killed Breakpoint. And like we're losing that type of shit. And now we're losing, the current event shit. The edgy shit. We don't get that shit no more. And the only time we're gonna get dismemberment and actual real physics with legs and blood splattering everywhere, they got to be a fucking dead person or a zombie.
For a zombie game.
Yep.
Yeah.
They can't do it with a real human. Why?
I don't know. It's weird. It's like PG-13, like let's say Marvel movies, aliens, you're able to like cut them in half and stuff like that in Endgame, but when it comes to a human, that's where it's like rated R and stuff.
Yeah. Right.
They want the most people playing as possible, man. That's why the new Carnage.
Oh yeah,
it's PG-13. Did you see that exclusive clip?
Yeah,
dude, it's terrible. It looks terrible. He like turns into a tornado. It's like, dude, just chop people in half, and decapitate them and shit like that. It'd be so much better, but they can't. They want that money. Young people go to the theater. old guys like us, dude, we ain't trying to go to the damn theater.
What-
Well, I don't know. Maybe Red Hood and Big Cloud are. I don't know.
I think it's crazy
Blaze.
though because it's like Joker, right? That's an R film, and that was over $1 billion.
Was it?
Yeah, over $1 billion. Which is that's like the biggest for a comic book movie for an R-rated, bigger than Deadpool. So I just find it weird.
That had a fairly what's the word I want to use? I don't want to say sophisticated, but it had a deep plot. It had like some character development. I don't feel like they would even want to take the time to do that for these movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't want to think about a complex storyline. They just want to put in some special effects, some characters that everybody knows, and just spit the movie out and get as much money as they can. Yeah.
That's the issue. They don't want to take risk. It's a formula. Even games are doing it now with formulas to what makes the most money for their games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why your kid-friendly games, Psychonauts, Blaze. Not saying that you play that. I'm just saying. Kena. What's the other one that everybody loved? I don't know. They can do all these creative, different things in these universes. Whereas the first-person shooter genre, you're gonna have to really dig deep to try to revolutionize this shit. Because nobody's trying to do it. They're just copying.
But nobody has revolutionized the first-person shooter, bro.
They haven't. It's been stagnant for years. But
what else can they do, Rev? You know what I mean? You aim down sight, you shoot. Like I'm trying to find.
I don't know. Add a complex storyline. Add some bullet damage. Add some destructibility for crying out loud. You know what I mean? Add a captivating story. You know how much a captivating story can push you, can push the narrative, can make shooting people actually that much better because you care about what's happening. You know, if you don't care about what's happening, that's a huge problem, I feel.
I think one of the games that did that, I forgot that game. But you had decisions to make, and by the end of it, it was like this crazy twist. It's like
BioShock?
No, it was a military shooter. Back in the PS3 generation.
Frontline or
No. Let me see. Spec Ops: The Line. Spec Ops: The Line.
Yeah, that was good. That was great.
That was a third-person shooter.
It didn't have particularly nice gameplay. The bullet damage was decent, you know, but the gameplay was pretty standard. But because the story was so compelling, it put that game over the top.
Yeah.
Oh, Spec Ops: The Line.
That's a good one. That's a good call, Red.
Yo, that game has more praise now than it did when it launched. That's what's fucking crazy about it. Because people write shit off, and then you're like, you know what? Let me try that game again. All it takes is one shitty-ass big YouTuber to suck a game off to remind people, like, oh, you know what? That wasn't so bad. I was an idiot. Why did we shit on it when it came out? That's all it takes. What were you about to say, Rev? You said, yo, Blaze.
Nothing. No, I'm good.
Yeah, man, that's unfortunate, man. You know, Red Hood's my guy, bro. He's always got the knowledge of what's going on, and especially with movies, and Big Cloud too with movies. Big Cloud's a big movie guy too. But
who?
Big Cloud, he's a movie guy.
Big Cloud, who's that?
You know that YouTuber that's
I don't know a Big Cloud. Is there a Big Cloud in this podcast even? Oh, that guy right there who hasn't said shit for the past hour?
Yeah,
I got you. Okay.
Dude, I don't think
We're doing this. Oh, man.
Shit. I thought maybe
I have to call Blackbone up again, man. Call Blackbone up again.
You texting your girlfriend there, Big Cloud?
Oh man.
No comment.
Big Cloud, you look like you're legit high tonight, bro. Like
Dude, I got this guy that I work with. He's been saying for years about how, females ain't shit and this and that. He just got this girl that he really likes, and like he'll break off, go into the office, make a phone call. Hey. His voice lightens like 5 decibels. Hey babe, I miss you. I'm just like, oh, dear God, dude. When dudes fall in love, man, I don't even want to be around them. You know what I mean? Is that what's going on here, Big Cloud? You texting your girl? Is that what's going on, man?
Oh.
No
You just playing you playing in your Twitter spaces after this. Is that what's going on here?
No comment.
Big Cloud really in the producer role without saying things. That's crazy.
Yeah, he looks like
he's like, go ahead.
No, he looks like the dude from Gaz's podcast that just sits there and just, what's his name, Big Cloud?
Asa.
The dude that can't, Asa. Yeah. Shout out to Asa. Funny.
That was you once upon a time. Let me tell you something, Just Kaz. I acted like that once in my life, and it was my first dime. It was the first girl that I thought was just
The one.
over the top beautiful. You know what I mean? And you know what acting like a bitch got me? Nowhere. She
Yep.
left. She left. Only girl I've ever been with that left me. And it's the only girl I acted like a bitch with. Think about that. And I'm not telling you to rule over your females with an iron fist. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you act like a bitch, they will lose respect for you. They may say that's what they want. Yeah. Oh, I want a nice guy. I want a guy that's... Yeah, dude. Women want alpha males. Plain and simple. They do not want you to act like a female. They want a man at the end of the day. And I wasn't a man. I acted like a bitch. And you know, that's the concept.
Well, what about for your current? For your current, you didn't show a little affectionate.
Of course, I was affectionate, but I was never no bitch. I never changed my voice on the phone. The fellas were around. Yo, what's up, girl? Nah, I'm just sitting here with the fellas. That's it. No. Hey guys, hold on. I gotta take this. Hey, what's up? Yeah, dude, I got no time for it.
You know what the worst thing I hate, and dudes at my work do it all the time. We were talking about like, oh yeah, we should meet. We should go see a game. I'm like, yeah, bro. You know, I don't really like going out, but we could do that. He's like, he pokes at his friend. He's like, yeah, but you know what I mean. We gotta ask the boss, the host. He's like, you know, how that goes.
Don't say it.
I said,
let me ask the boss.
No, I don't know what you mean actually, but yeah, I feel you, bro. What the fuck?
Dude, that's so many guys. I gotta ask the boss. I can't even believe this talk. A lot of comedians talk like that. You know, make a whole routine out of it. Everybody thinks it's so fun. I'm over here just like, dear God, this is where we're at. This is how most people act. And honestly, it is how most dudes act. It is. They talk that tough guy shit. Once their females around, they're completely different.
Facts.
That's a fact. That is such a major fact, bro.
I had some friends over, and I was like 3 friends. It was late at night. We were all drinking. And I was like, "What's the deal, guys? You guys hungry?" I was like, "Dude, I'm wasted, man. I can't go get nothing." And we're all drinking. I said, "Dude, don't worry about it. I'll get the wife to whip something up." So I said, "Hey, girl, do me a favor. Make some eggs and sausage for us, please." Okay. How do you want your eggs? You know, scrambled, over easy, over light, blah 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 blah. So boom, they tell her what she wants. So I was like, I'll just have scrambled. That's fine. And the reason I remember this because this stuck out. So boom, and my guy, I don't want to say his name. He's just staring at me like a deer in the headlights.
Man, just say LJ, man. It's all good.
He goes, no, it wasn't LJ. He goes, bro, she'll just up and make shit for us like that. I was like, yeah. He's like, not my wife. I'm just like, well, that's your own fault. That's why. You know what I mean? But he was shocked that she would make us food. Think about that for a second. That's crazy to me.
That's like your wife being shocked that you have to take out the fucking trash, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
And my girl's a feisty girl, bro. My girl is she's a feisty, stubborn.
Yeah, I've heard her. I've heard her in the background. She is.
She's super stubborn and super feisty. You know, now when we get an argument, she's like, I know, I'm wrong. I'm like, I didn't say you were wrong. You know, she just accepts defeat. I'm wrong. I know, I'm always wrong. You know, it's like, hey, well, fuck it, then you are. You know? But, yeah, she does a lot. I gotta give my girl some more attention. You gotta get off this fucking game room.
Wrong answer. Far Cry's out in an hour.
That is true.
You need to get to purchasing.
And then you got other games come out. Dead Space remake. That's also gonna be a priority.
That's not for a while.
Yeah, I don't care about anything that's not coming out in the fucking next month, bro. I don't care, dude. I'm so sick of seeing shit. Like, I don't want to know unless it's coming out in a respectable time, man, dude. I don't give a fuck no more, dude. Yeah, we gotta try Far Cry co-op for the first fucking. What do you gotta be immersed? You can't
I'm
play.
immersed. Why do you think I don't stream my campaign games? You know, that's me time. I don't want to have to talk while I'm playing a game. I can stream multiplayer.
Okay,
You know?
but we had fun playing Far Cry and Breakpoint. We had fun playing that shit. You think about you playing Breakpoint by yourself. Yeah, you have fun, but
That's different. Breakpoint had a shitty story. It wasn't shitty. It was just, you know what I mean?
that Terminator shit was awesome too. Man.
It was okay, you know.
The music,
all right.
I can't help it when
Yeah.
it's Terminator.
Yeah, it was all right.
But yeah, I mean, I think
This chat's
think that-
wild.
1048. Yeah, we can cut it, man.
Yeah.
If anybody got anything to say, Red Hood, Big Cloud. I know you're dying to go to sleep, Big Cloud.
This is at least Big Cloud's talked. I want to know what's
Yeah.
going on over there, Big Cloud.
Dude, he stayed up. Listen, because I know this for a fact. I'm tired myself. We stayed up.
Don't
was like-
defend him, Blaze.
No, I'm not.
He-
But
he's-
Yeah,
grown.
you can't defend him.
He can make
No,
his
no,
own
I'm telling you.
excuses.
he can go right after me. We stayed up till like 3 a.m. We were on the Spaces. I look at the thing. I'm like, hey guys, I gotta end this shit. It's 3 a.m. I gotta wake up at 6 a.m. to go to work. And I was a little bit late, but I made it. I made it to work. I'm like, dude, I don't want to be here. They could fire me, and I wouldn't give a fuck. That's how I felt today. So I know he stayed up till later than that because they were in my Discord. Red Hood too. Look at Red Hood. We got more fucking. They got trash bags under their eye. Look at them. These guys were up until like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I know they barely went to sleep, and now they're doing a podcast into the late night. They're tired. You know what I mean, bro? I don't sleep, Rev. I don't know. You get a certain amount of sleep. I don't sleep. I sleep 4 hours tops. That's it. That's all I need.
I get about 5 or 6 a day.
I took 2 sleeping pills for this shit.
When I sleep too long, I'm exhausted,
groggy.
I'm tired, and I'm more angry when I sleep too long. If I sleep a little bit, I'm up and I just get up. If I sleep too much, bro, I'm a fucking zombie, dude. I can't do it. I'm not built for sleeping 8 hours, bro.
Yeah.
I know it's the healthy thing to do, but I ain't built for it.
Hey, Big Cloud, you think maybe you could give me some tips, buddy? I need some pointers, my friend. I'm thinking about doing one-on-one interviews on my channel. You know what I mean? Thinking about seeking out some voice actors, seeing if they'll do a one-on-one with me. What you know? How do I pretend to be interested in anything they're saying?
Oh damn!
Can you help me with that?
I mean, you were really into the conversation with Becca in the chat there, Mr. She's
Dude, let me tell you, you
She's
talking about the
lovely.
redhead?
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah. You were into
Sexy.
that. You were into that. shit.
sexy.
He was into it.
Awesome personality. Pretty.
Hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
She's
She was
hilarious.
nice.
She's very hilarious.
She was nice. I could have kept that conversation going.
You see the
I'm
shit
talking
she
more
was doing
along,
at Blaze
talking
though?
more along the lines of the Hitman guy.
Oh man.
Or that other podcast you guys were doing earlier with that controller guy.
What short?
You know,
Oh, he's talking about Pope.
You know what I'm talking
Oh,
He
about.
said, "What is
yeah,
a?"
Pope
He
art or
kept saying,
something?
"What is a Pope art? What is he? A Michelangelo?"
Dude, that
You had me
dude there.
crying
And
in the
listen,
chat.
I'm not talking shit, but I'm kind of talking shit. That dude was putting me to sleep.
You had me weak in the chat. He was like,
He
boys,
was
you need
putting me
hit
to sleep,
up
and I was
ASAP.
trying to behave in the
He
chat.
was all about himself, you know. But which,
Dude,
whatever.
he just the whole time you guys weren't saying nothing. You know, very monotone and just rambled. I'm like, good God, I'd cut the cast. I'd have turned this shit off. I just want to help people. I love to help people. I just want to help people. I love to help people. I just want to. It's like, yeah, oh, okay, buddy. Keep patting yourself on the back. And I'm not. Listen, I'm talking shit, but at the same time, I don't mean anything by it.
Yeah.
I'm just. It's just an observation. Conversations on podcasts are supposed to go 2 freaking ways. Don't hog the show, even though I do kind of hog the show. But I can't help you two, Red Hood and Big Cloud, just sit there like, you know, 2 little statues and don't say shit. Now, Red Hood, for your first
Oh,
cast, you're doing all
yeah.
right. You're doing all
Yeah.
right.
I mean, the only thing also I have to say though about Twitter Spaces, definitely not should not be available to everybody, because people tend to overuse it.
No.
I know
Well,
this
that's-
one
that's
person
facts.
was on for like 10 to 12 hours straight, just doing a
Ooh.
Twitter Space, and I'm just like, and I think he was talking in your Twitter Space, Blaze, and I'm just like, bro, I just cannot like. How do you stay up for 12 hours talking about one singular topic and then make another Twitter Space after that? That just boggles my mind. It's like,
Red Hood. The reason why
Are people
Twitter Spaces-
watching?
Yes, because people
somehow for 12
why.
hours though. That's crazy to me. Because you're not
But
getting
Rev,
any benefit out of it though. You're not making.
No, they
any money
are.
there.
They are. They're getting
listen.
attention.
Yeah.
they're getting
That's all they wanted.
Okay.
A lot of these people that do Twitter Spaces don't have YouTube channels, so they're getting the most attention they've ever gotten on Twitter in their fucking life.
Bro,
They're getting
Yeah.
so much attention,
Aaron
and now they're gonna
Greenberg's
get more
jumping in these Twitter
followers.
spaces. I don't know if you saw that, bruv. Aaron Greenberg's be jumping into these Twitter spaces.
Is that the
Don't give a
Xbox guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. If I worked for Microsoft, I'd be very careful whose Twitter space I jumped in.
Or following on people on Twitter.
Yeah, I'd be real careful about my shit if I worked for Microsoft or PlayStation or anything. I'd
Dude,
be
like,
very, very quiet.
Xbox support was following the guy that BitCloud, that person that said that shit about you. Xbox support follows that dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's
what?
wild. So some racist stuff to BitCloud.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, and it's like, and that's how people do that. Guilty by association. Oh, you follow them, you're guilty too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You gotta
why
be
you don't
careful,
follow.
man. You gotta be careful.
That's true. Shit, the whole thing is weird though.
Suffer so proud with the $10 donation. We appreciate you, brother. Good points, Rev. Girls use the simps and get with the pimps. I
don't
hear you, my
disagree.
man. That's your second $10 tonight, isn't it?
Shout
I'm
out to
sure.
Suffer.
I'm sure Blaze is grateful.
No, that's 100% true though. They want to say like that they like good guys. That's by good guys they just mean like you gotta be alpha, not like a complete douchebag, but like in the middle, I would say.
I could talk all day and night about women, man. I'm 40 years old. I got a lot of experience with females. I still don't got them figured out. You know what I mean? Talk about a freaking complex, complicated species of people. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Good
Each
God,
one is
man.
just
So I'm surprised y'all still going strong after that ice bucket challenge, Ref. We threw in the top.
Dude, I posted that video on Facebook. You should have
Yo, Rev.
seen the
Rev,
comments of the females talking shit about how they would have done this to their man. They would have done that to, oh, my man would never do that. It's like, man, all you do is talk. That's it. You wouldn't do shit because you can't do shit. Plain and simple.
Remember that show
What
on
are you
Twitter?
talking about?
Chick was like, "Oh, I check my man's phone all the time," and then somebody said, "But what if he checks yours?" He's like, "Oh, it's my business. He's getting checks." Which like that's somebody like,
Yeah.
tell Pop goes down like, "Well, he trusts me. That's why he'll check my shit." I'm saying, "Well, but you try kiss shit."
yeah. No, I can't do micromanagement, man. That I've been with several women that tend to micromanage. It's just like no. Afterwards, you just like kind of tell it apart and just like
I don't
nope.
even touch my girl's phone, dude. And I feel like she leaves it around conveniently, and I just. Yeah.
Now, do you micromanage your woman? You got a woman,
Absolutely
Brett?
not.
Okay,
I
now
used
let me
to,
give
not-
you an example. Let me give you an example by micromanaging.
Mhm.
She adds a dude on Facebook.
Okay.
Not a friend, not a guy friend that she was friends with when you guys got together. No, this is a new friend.
Okay.
Decent looks, maybe has a little build on him, maybe got some height. Boom, you just see your girl and such are now friends. You say anything about that or you leave it alone?
You keep an eye on that type of shit.
That's the thing where I would keep an eye, but I if something were to like else happen, then I would like step in. But like
Yeah, like a message.
Something
That's
else.
what-
No. How are you going to know if she got a DM or not? How about this? Starts all her pictures all of a sudden have likes on it by this guy. You say something then. God, don't be bashful, Ray.
yeah, so like I would maybe step in once I start seeing something like that, of course. But like I said, like the stuff that I've experienced in terms of micromanagement is like, hey, where are you? It's like, yo, I just told you where I was an hour ago. I'm still here at work. What do you want from me? It's just like I hate shit like that. I really do. It's like I told you, like it would be a different story if it was 8 or 9 hours later or something like that. But I'm still at work. That's the stuff I hate. when it comes to micromanaging. It's like, hey, I'm hanging out with the boys, and it's like, oh, I'd rather not have you hang out with the boys. It's like we just had some time together like for 2 or 3 days now. It's just like want to like chill with the guys, play some video games with the guys.
Well, let's go back to that scenario.
Yeah.
I want to hear how you would handle that situation. Tell me what you would say.
I would.
Off the top of your head. Let's go.
I would say, hey.
Don't try to pad it.
I would say, hey, wondering who this dude is. By the way, seeing that he's liking all your posts, it's like, oh, it's some guy that I randomly met, and I'll be like, okay, well, there can't be anything else happening and shit like that because there is, there's gonna be some problems.
How about you, Blaze? Tell me how you would run it.
My girl already went over this. She said,
let's hear what you did.
My girl is a manager at a spot now, right?
Okay.
And she's like, oh yeah, she comes home and tells me this guy had an attitude. I'm like, who's this guy? Oh, he's one of the bartenders. I'm like, what do you say? Oh, so why do you care? She was all, leave it alone, But she's like, he's just a dumb friend. I was like, friend?
Ooh, I don't like that. Why did you guys? Why you gotta call him dumb? Well, what's that for?
Yeah, right.
I don't like it. Continue.
I said, so what do you? You know what I mean? So I said, first of all, you're not allowed to have guy friends. I told her that straight up, and I wanted to see what her reaction was. She's like, well, I'm the manager. What do you? I was like, yeah, work related, yeah, no problem. And she just sat there and didn't say. She's very doesn't like to challenge. If I say, she's very. She doesn't want to get into an argument, so she just accepts what I tell her. It's kind of whatever. It should be that way. Like, listen, if I told you I had a girlfriend, what would you do? I wouldn't care. Wrong fucking answer. You would. How do you feel about that?
So did she delete him?
Well, the guy works there.
Okay.
She's a manager.
So she kept him on. She kept him on.
Yeah, I said, tell him if he ever does that again, that you're gonna have to let her. You're gonna have to let him go. You know what I mean? It's. I don't work there, so I don't know what Yeah. I don't know. She's a manager. I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? She can handle all that. Listen, my thing is, if you don't trust your girlfriend, bro, then you shouldn't be with her. It's just plain and simple. If you're
whoa, hold on.
I think there's a fine line.
How well can you trust anybody, Blaze? I don't trust myself, let alone my woman.
Rev, I
don't trust my kids.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? I trust my kids with certain things, but that don't mean I'm gonna leave them home alone all night long with access to God knows what.
That's true.
Okay, but Rev, the difference is you don't trust yourself because Rev, some of the stories you fucking told me?
Oh, hold on. I don't trust myself because I'm a guy. And as guys,
I understand that. In the right situation, you're going to fold. I understand that. But
I feel in the right situation, anyone will fold.
Yes.
In the right circumstances, anybody, man or woman.
Good point.
And women can deny it till they're blue. I've seen it too many times.
You think?
Under the right circumstances. And if you create those circumstances, if you allow certain things to take place, you are essentially creating those circumstances.
Yeah.
And they only escalate. They only escalate and get worse.
It's like our brains are hardwired for certain scenarios and stuff like that, and that shit aligns. It's you got to get out of it.
My thing is, bro, I don't have time to even. You work, you come home, you deal with your kids, you deal with your life, you eat, you fucking shower, you do whatever you got to do. I'm just telling you that for me personally, I know when I say Rev, it's over, man. Stay at home, dude. She's the wrong answer. Rev is the last of the Mohegans, man. He'll die on that hill, sticking his pee-pee in a
Bro, what are you
whatever.
doing, man? What are you
I'm just
talking
saying-
about? Man, come on, man. What are you doing?
I'm just saying, look,
Let's
I'm at
keep this shit, damn.
we're just talking about PG games. See, we can't talk about it because
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Rev, I'm just saying, bro, I don't got time for it. Even if it was there, I ain't
Jeez.
got time for it, bro. I don't got time for it. Where do you find that situation? How does the right storm build up in your scenario, Rev, when you don't got time, Rev? How does that scenario even happen to you? If the right circumstances were to happen, it can't happen. It can't even develop because you don't have time to let it develop. You're at home, you're with the kids, you're working, you're playing, where does that circumstance even...
Working? What's in the workforce, Blaze?
Okay. Well, my
Women.
workforce got a bunch of trash bags.
What's it? You spend more time at the workplace talking to your female coworkers than you do with your own wife, and they do the same. So think about this, and everybody should know this to an extent. When you're with somebody, it gets old. Just how it is. Okay, love is what's left over when the goosebumps are gone. Common sense. So that's worn thin. You love them, you stay with them. It is what it is. At work, everything's new. So this new guy, this funny guy, this guy that she tells all her shit to, vents all her frustrations to, always giving her good advice, because he's a good friend and he cares about her. He's new. Same with the girl. Okay, he's had this wife. It's old news. He loves her. Talks to his coworker all night. Next thing you know, we've built up this trust. Now what do we start talking about? Sex. And, once a man and a woman start talking about sex, it's only a matter of time, baby. That's it. It's only... Once two coworkers are talking about sex with one another, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. And you can't ever micromanage that. Ever. You got no control over who your wife works with. And no matter how good a dick you think you got, no matter how good looking you think you are, you get old.
Yep.
It all gets old, no matter who you are. And then this dude's new. And you can never give her the kind of attention he's giving because it's old to you. You've been there and done that. So you ain't trying to be like it was when you guys were dating. He is. He's putting forth that effort because he hasn't gotten the ass yet. You know what time it is. You know what time it is, man. Listen.
I also feel like it's like vice versa too.
I'm gonna have to stop by and see what's going on down there, man.
Oh man.
Shit. That's
I'm
crazy.
just saying, man.
But it's true. My dad told me, like I told this to you guys before, but like my dad said, hey, fuck your wife every night because someone else will. There's always someone else. You're sick of fucking it, but there's always someone else that will gladly step in and fuck it.
That's true. And women don't have to try as hard as men.
It's so easy. Listen, if I was a woman, if I was a female, not only would I have anything I want, not only would I have the most, I would have, bro, you know what I would be such a whore out there, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. I'd be a stripper, I'd be a whore.
What?
I would,
stripper or what about OnlyFans?
I would do whatever.
Whatever.
You want a picture of you want my bra and you want me to spray my perfume on it?
Shit.
Sure. $200.
That's what a lot of people do, man. It's like they go into those avenues because it's makes them quite a bit of money. Paying off debt.
Come on, be real to the game, bro. They got it so easy, man.
That's because men are dogs. That's why you see a male strip club all over the place and like one female strip club every what? You know what I mean? Dude, we're men. We live off of our dicks. Women, they don't need it the way we need it. I'm not saying they don't need it to an extent, but not like us. If she's fine enough, picture a dime walking up to you, don't even know her, and she says, "Hey, can I talk to you?" You go, okay. Pulls you off into the cut. I think you're hot. You want to have sex? You would be legit tempted, and you don't even know this person. Think about that. I feel like for most women, I'm not saying there ain't women that wouldn't do it, but for most women, they'd be like, "Are you effing kidding me?" You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know about a smack, but some smack.
Women.
But as dudes, we would consider it.
Yeah, but women are emotionally attached to the sex thing is an emotional thing, It can be horny, they get that too, but for the most part, it's an emotional attachment, that's
It's more emotional than it is for us. I agree. For them, it's more emotional than it is to us, and that's what I told the wife. And not like I was caught or anything, but I said, listen, you take cheating so personally. I got to tell you, for cheating, have I said this before about the steak? I said it's literally a piece of meat to a guy. You know what I mean? It's no different than me going to the Outback Steakhouse and getting a succulent steak. She's like, are you effing kidding me right now? You're equating screwing a girl to having a steak? I'm like, that's exactly what I'm doing. Because that's how shallow we are.
Yeah.
I don't need any emotional connection to a hot piece of ass to put something inside of it. I just don't need it. I honestly don't want it. And that's because we are shallow. We are ran by our extended members. You know what I mean?
I mean, at the end of the day, we're still technically animals and stuff like that, but we're just have a higher level of thinking and animal instincts in terms of reproducing and stuff like that.
I wish I was one of those lions.
That's
if I
why
was
they
one of
call
the
us
lions
dogs.
out in the Sahara, I would love to be like a lion out in the field, just come by, sniff a fucking, sniff a cunt and just do it whenever I want to do it, man, to whoever I want.
Yeah, but lions, dude, listen, lions, they gotta fight other male lions for the
I'll
right
just
to
leave.
leave.
I'll just go to a different territory, bro.
You gotta be a bad bitch now. Now, once you get them, guess what?
No.
Another male lion's gonna come along.
I know.
Sooner or later.
I
I'm
know.
gonna try to kill you.
And he's gonna
That's
whoop
true.
that ass, and he's gonna take your shit from you. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna move on. I'm gonna just move on to a different territory. Like, hey guys,
Different
get out
But
of
then
here.
you gotta fight those lions in that territory.
Yeah,
Oh,
nobody
wow.
stays on top forever. That's funny. Big Cloud, you had no opinion on any of this. What are you doing
I
over
just
there, man?
enjoyed the conversation, Ruff. Just leave it at that.
Enjoyed you. I don't think you enjoyed it.
Big Cloud is
Yeah.
indulged in some sort of YouTube something right now. I'm telling you. That's,
I
that's,
feel
that's
like-
the only thing.
As a guest, I shouldn't have been talking more than Big Cloud, personally speaking.
That is
Yeah,
a
you
weird
did.
comment, but okay.
You did. Yeah, he's pretty much a co-host. I mean, he runs the ship from his end. It's 11:10. Blaze, we can wrap this shit, my man.
Yeah, that's a wrap. Yo, by the way, what I was trying to say, we were having this conversation. I bought Far Cry, the $100 edition, by the way. And do you know what comes with that?
Awesome.
You know what comes with that?
What's up?
Far Cry Blood Dragon.
Oh, let's go. Awesome.
That was good. That was actually really
Yeah,
good.
I love that. It's going to be 60
Fuck it.
FPS, I bet.
Bro,
Awesome.
boom. So
Don't you,
download it right now? And
Also
Alan
plays
Wake,
the
I'm gonna
other
get it, too.
villains. I'm pretty sure in that season pass, you play as the other villains like Voss, Pagan Min, and I forgot the guy's name in the 5th game. But you play sections of them.
Yeah, you know who Big Cloud reminded me of this podcast? Broken Games.
Oh shit!
When he came on that time?
When he came on our podcast, yeah.
And he didn't say shit.
Yeah, he's too good. Now watch on his cast, he'll be
Not talking.
Mr. Chatterbox, yeah.
No.
Well, it's a
God.
difference. That's my cast. I don't give a fuck about this cast. I get it.
Hey, before
get
I
it,
go,
man.
Bob,
You're putting me on different boxes now. I love it.
You just went
Bobby
Hollywood.
$100.
Big
I love
Cloud.
it. I love it. This guy.
Rev, you see what he said? Bobby said, my girl once told me that her hair hurts.
Wait,
Now
her
imagine
hair?
a creature like that being the president of the United States.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Bobby.
listen,
See, there's certain shit we can't even. We just gotta skip certain
It is what it
conversations,
is.
bro.
Yeah, certain things. I would never imply that women are stupid. They are not.
Yeah.
I know plenty of women that are much more intelligent than men.
Yep.
But I do feel women are much more emotional than men, and as a result, of course, you know what? Nowadays, man, men are super freaking emotional. My
mean,
God, it's
right.
encouraged.
No, that's
It's
right.
encouraged to be emotional. So you know what? I don't even know what to tell you, man.
Well, I think
You
these
know,
concepts-
Bro.
shit's so weird now.
I mean, it's the generation.
let me,
It's my generation, Big Clouds.
Let me add on to that for you. No, you made a good point. They are emotional. That's why they use the boxes. They hide behind these boxes now with these consoles. If you think about it, most of their main shit they hide.
Men are emotional.
Yeah.
No, Big Cloud's right. They hide behind their little PlayStations and behind their logos, and they never show themselves. And the most people, listen, there are people that'll follow you just to run their mouth about it. God damn it! I feel like I missed another super chat too.
Just go what?
You got BK Born Gaming. He give you a $10 donation.
No, Suffer So Proud too.
No, I already got that.
No, you got that.
I already got that. I handled that while you were slacking off, man. Did you get Bobby? Oh yeah, you got him. Okay. Let me get BK Born Gaming $10 donation. Got to pay you for this entertainment. Quickly becoming one of my favorite podcasts. Keep up the good work, fellas. Much respect as always. We appreciate you, BK.
Facts. I see you around Discord, BK. You know what I mean, bro? I can't even believe. Listen, I'd rather like the amount of support. Not only the chats like flowing in the money, bro. You guys ain't dropping fucking dollar bills, bro. You dropping $10. Like, you know what I mean? I got no words for it, bro. Honestly, it's humbling. Honestly, it really is, dude. Bottom line. But yeah, it's past the 2-hour mark. It was a good show. Red Hood, go ahead, break your shit down.
Oh yeah, I can say that I'll continue streaming probably this week because everything's starting to settle down with my personal issues. So I'm probably gonna do a couple streams here and there. YouTube, I'm gonna try and do like a critique essay on a game. I don't know. I'm thinking of Metal Gear Solid. That's gonna be the first game, not the original games. I think that's going to be one of them. And then movie, Dune. I'm going to do an essay video on that when it comes out because that's like my most anticipated movie from Denis Villeneuve. So he made Blade Runner 2049, one of my favorite movies of all time. And
that's the one with Gosling?
Yes.
Dude, where's the hate on that movie? I don't understand. That movie was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
It's good.
The original Blade Runner is way better. The original Blade Runner is garbage.
Yeah.
And in fairness, I saw it late in life. I just saw it for the first time like a year ago. Terrible. Maybe it was good back in the day. It ain't now. What's the new one? 2049?
2049, yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah,
so
I think you would like
4K ones too.
Oh yeah, I think you would like his movies. He made Sicario. That's one of my other favorites.
I love that movie. Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
And also Prisoners with Hugh Jackman.
That was a great movie. That's a great movie. Yeah.
So he's doing Dune. It's going to be on HBO Max as well.
Okay. Awesome.
So I'll probably do a movie review on that because he's probably up there with Nolan for me for directors. So look forward to that. And my channel Red Hood 420 and also Twitch and then Red Hood 240 on Twitter. But want to say thank you for Blaze having me on, Big Cloud and Rev. You guys are awesome. Enjoyed the podcast, listen to it usually at work, but I had the day off, so I'm glad to be on here, and you guys keep doing what you're doing.
That's well said, Red Hood. I appreciate that.
Hit up Going Dark, Blaze.
Oh, did he? Oh, God, Jesus. Going Dark. Excellent cast, boys. You should talk about this stuff more often. Yo, Going Dark. Usually what happens, by the way, thank you for the 5. Usually what happens is we run out of topics and then we just start talking about some real life shit. That's honestly been the format of the podcast, and it always ends up being the most entertaining part of the podcast for me personally. And when I see the chat, like the most interaction you ever get is towards the end when we're talking about just regular shit. Look, it's not like we're not covering the game. People here to hear about the games, but you know, hey, if we're done with the game, might as well talk about some real shit, bro. And real shit never gets old because it's real shit. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about a fucking controller. So,
Big Cloud.
Again, I want to say thank you to Big Cloud.
Clay sounds like Kanye West right now.
Yeah.
What's going on? Yeah.
Discord acting up, I think.
Sorry, Discord.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cloud, thank you for behind the scenes with the was that botting out?
Yeah, you were bottom.
Yeah,
doing it now.
you're
doing it now.
done, dude. Big Cloud,
It's
you got your outro.
Yeah, it's a heavily sedated Big Cloud. Thanks everybody coming through. Hope you enjoyed the show. Rev, I'm coming for your neck next show because you really trapped me today. But nah, I'm playing. I'm kidding.
Yeah. I'm
You should
worried.
be afraid. You should be afraid. I'm not Blaze 4K. Okay, you ain't gonna push me around. Nah, I'm playing. Anyway, appreciate y'all coming through. Red Hood, good to have you on. Everybody in the chat, appreciate you. Big Cloud Gaming, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. You guys can find me there. Tomorrow we have Mia Winters from Resident Evil Village and Biohazard for a one-on-one interview, 5 p.m. EST. So if you guys want to,
Who's that one? Who's that one?
Katie O'Hagan.
Who's that one?
Mia Winters,
Ethan's wife.
Ethan's wife, the girl who goes crazy and stabs you in your hand in Biohazard. And cuts your
How
arm
she
off.
look? She look good?
Oh, she look good. You enjoy that one.
I don't know. I'll be the
I
judge.
tweeted out on Twitter.
I'll be the judge. I'll check it out.
Check my tweet on Twitter. I already have her out and everything. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Y'all enjoy your weekend and y'all be good.